the way, and the ever-steady Styxboy shall rot away your brain. Bad to the bone, bruise the fur, pick up for days on days, and the great sound covers global feds have bad writing to slay. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage of damage. We are all damage. The qualified, we are prepared. Hello everybody,
What the hell was that?
That's Brack.
That's Brack.
Welcome back to another Friday night with the qualified. I'm joined by Styxboy. What? Dom Tober, maybe. Is that Dom? Is Dom back for good? Or are you going? You just the AI image?
He's been traveling. He needs some downtime.
And we got joesduelin, the captain of the ship, the guy with the most cheesecake covers I've ever seen in my life.
I was going to say, we can't say anything.
I wish. I know a handful of people out there that got me beat easy.
So what's going on, guys?
Doing good.
Yes.
Been a bittersweet week this week.
Yes, Damien. That is where I got my name from.
It was a long week. And like I was saying before the show, can't believe a week went by this fast since I was in Chicago. It's like nuts how fast time goes, man.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
How was Chicago? Was it as windy as they say?
You know, it really getting there. The whole thing's the
Was
Did you
it
get
MAGA
one?
country, so I hear?
what happened?
I said, was it MAGA country?
Oh my God! Well, listen, I got the Democratic convention wasn't even there yet. It was Monday, so I got out of there before that crap was going on, man. I didn't want to deal with that.
That's good. That's just
But
nice.
the con, I did not like Chicago's Fan Expo as much as the other expos I've gone to. It felt a little unorganized. It was crazy because when I got there, I was exhausted getting there, and then we just dropped the stuff off right to the convention center. It was packed in there already, and so we're standing online, you know, and the woman comes out and goes, "Oh, he only accepts cash. There's no credit card." I'm like, "Now you tell us there's no sign, you didn't say anything." So my wife had to leave the line and go off trying to find a ATM. All the ATMs were crashing, so she had to find that.
Boba don't pay no taxes.
What happened?
Boba don't pay no taxes.
I know, but I was exhausted. 3 hours online, you know. An hour and a half in, Tamir Morrison turns around and goes, he has to go do photo ops. So he left for like an hour. So I had to wait on that. Yeah. And, you know, not for anything, I talked to some really nice people on the line. You know, I always meeting people online. And
Did you hand out a headshot?
What happened?
Did you hand out a headshot?
It was funny because there was like two people online that actually, after everything was said and done, I left. Mm-hmm. They text me on Instagram saying, "Oh shit, that was you. I forgot." He goes, "I didn't realize that was you." You know, there's people who follow me that were actually on that damn line. So it kind of nuts. So actually, I have I'm going to be on someone else's podcast in the future. And
a belated fan base.
What happened? I got a big fan base for some reason, man. Paco doesn't want to hear that, but you know what? I'm telling you, man.
We need to come up with a nickname for your fans. They need a good name.
Slobs? Domnatics?
Slobs?
Nah.
Bounty pucks?
Give me a couple days to ruminate on it.
Okay, go ahead. You guys come up with things quick anyway. But it was really cool. I had a good time. Coming back was the bitch. Got pulled over. I was saying I got pulled over. My lights weren't on. You know, I was like, I actually told the cop, "What's the problem?" He's like, "Your lights weren't on." Well, I thought I was speeding. Oh, okay. But all said and done, I got to meet the man. I got some stuff. And I did ask him, I go, "You've been busy, huh? Are you busy on Grogu and Mando? The Mando movie?" He changed the subject in a heartbeat, saying he's in a movie with Jason Momoa and they're doing something.
Those NDAs are a bitch. Those NDAs are a bitch.
Oh, yeah. And then when I come back, you get all the info that Boba Fett's canceled. He's not going to be on anything, this and that. They misquoted him. I couldn't even get to the panel. I was so exhausted. So I didn't even go to the panel to see him at the panel. And people misquoted him. And everybody was all up in arms, saying that he's not gonna be any shows. So of course, I had to go on Kingdom of Nerds and let it all out.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to thank Joe's Dueling for providing the intro for Dom's rant.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Let's say hi to the chat.
Yes.
We got GT Key Comics. Hey, buddy. Tommy Longbox, catch you on the rewind. Brandon,
Hey, Tommy.
I have the radioactive man #1 and glow in the dark. Nice. Damien, hello, GT. Hello. I caught something one time that made me itchy and scratchy. I think they have ointments for that. Comic One.
Made him fight and
Marco
bite.
promised us hookers. He lied to us again.
Yes.
Never trust Marco.
Don't trust Marco and that fake chest hair.
Ah. Then we got Mama Bear. Hello,
Hi, Mama.
boys. I can't do it like her.
Hi, Mama Bear.
Joe, you got your name from the artist Joe Dueling. He did the old comic book covers. Yes.
There's Joe Dueling cover right there.
The man more cheesecake than the factory.
That is true.
Terry Floyd, Captain Caveman. We got Canadian Survivalist S tier. Hey, Phil, what's up, buddy?
There you go.
What's up?
going
Did I
on?
miss anybody? Dom just verified there's going to be an Aquaman 3. Damien. Dom, believe Dom. The Legion of Dom.
Uh,
We have faith.
man.
We have faith.
Like the Legion of Doom. Legion of Doom.
Uh,
Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Legion
One
of
thing
Doom.
one thing I realized doing the spotlight today is that I'm going to have to do a part 2. There was a lot that there was a lot that I had to leave off.
I would imagine.
After I got to about 25 slides, I was like, I think I should just save it for a part 2. So
Yay.
don't be down in the dumps if you don't see the property that you want to see tonight. There will be a part 2.
And
Well,
get home.
I mean, that'll give them the opportunity to drop it in the comments below.
And that will help me as well to fill it out. But,
So that'll help
yeah.
us in the future.
Hey, speaking about some of the spotlights, some of the GI Joes, I've been seeing some really good graded Joes on eBay that have been going up on auction. Really nice.
Yeah.
Like 8 O's, 7.5s, and it's like, wow, a lot of Joes are going up online, which very surprising. The Joe collectors now are starting to sell their collections off, so we're gonna get some nice stuff out there.
Still never going to catch up to those Transformer prices, but
And all right.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate, but that group of kids is we're getting old, you know, and
Hey, look, it's 40 years. Transformers is going to be 40 years next month.
mm,
You know,
I mean,
He-Man just turned 40. You got Voltron.
I just turned 40.
Oh, I'm turning
Ish.
40. I'll be 40 in October.
I'll be
Actually, my
29 again.
Next month is my birthday month. Yay.
Everything that guy just says bullshit.
I'm continuing.
Hey, listen, can't wait for the month of Domtober. That's all that happens, man.
it's coming. It's
It's
coming.
coming. I celebrate the whole month from beginning to end. Domtober.
What are
Good
you,
month.
what are you, a 16-year-old influencer?
Hey,
We're gonna-
it's Domtober, man. Listen, I got a jingle too that goes along with it too. So,
Oh God.
Hey, Ed, I sent out your book. Hopefully you get it soon. And speaking of which, since I'm in a good mood. I actually got a grill that I wanted this
well, I actually
week.
thought you were in a bad mood today. You're in a
I
good
wasn't in
mood,
a bad mood until I
What
read about the grill. I got it.
All right.
I picked up a grill this week, so my pickups might be a little slim this week. They
That's all right.
actually wrote an article about my grill today.
I'd much
Yeah.
rather pick up a big boy book than a big stack of stuff that is going to go in a short
Well,
box or long box and not be seen for years.
So you guys know I love my DCU variants.
You do? I never heard.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking outrageous.
a Nightwing #1
Very
DCU
outrageous.
variant, 9.6, highest graded on the census. So I was happy about that.
Nice.
And then somebody, I think this is what My Comic Shop. They wrote an article about my pickup.
Nice. About your shaker.
About the shaker.
Is that cover price or?
I don't even know. Somebody posted this in the chat. I don't know where this is from. Oh yeah, it's cover price. Wow, cover price.
They have the movers and shakers.
Oh yeah, I see it. Haha. So that was me. I did not pay $880, but that's me. People should do research and go into actual offered price. But I'm happy. Hopefully I get it soon. It's coming from Canada.
Canada?
Oh
I was gonna have Mama Bear pick it up for me and bring it to me, but
it's gonna be
it
covered
would've
in
been a long
poutine
drive.
and Molson by the time it gets here.
Black Label.
Yeah.
Black Label.
Yeah.
So in honor of me picking up this book I've been looking for the last couple of years, because I have it in an A5, which is a no bueno for me. I will be giving away a book tonight. Giveaway.
Nice.
So
You're giving away your 8.5.
Huh?
You're gonna give away your 8.5?
No. Are you crazy?
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my God, you sounded that way.
There's
That's what I
literally
was.
four graded copies.
That's what I was picking up.
9.6, 2 9/4, and my 8.5. So I have 2 out of the 4 books on the census.
That's good.
So
Okay,
type in Moon.
If you could figure out how to do the giveaway on here, because I've never done them.
I got it.
Using this lovely system.
What
on
are we
stream.
typing? Moon? Okay.
Type
Moon.
in Moon into the chat to
Moon?
enter the giveaway, and we'll give the book away
Oh,
after.
You want somebody to moon? You want?
I hope you can see this because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
Can you do that after the stream? Take it, Mama Bear. Fugly Harley. I'm not giving away my Harley. God damn you. I just actually sold my 9.6 of that Harley book.
Hey, speaking about Batman, has everybody finished watching the Batman series? On Prime? I'm still stuck on the 4th episode. I haven't got a chance.
I watched it the night it dropped. I watched the whole season. I have a streaming problem. I can't.
It's a great.
You know. So my brother actually interviewed the composer of the music, Geekstronomy. So if you go to Geekstronomy,
Pastrami?
I want a pastrami.
Pastrami.
I like it on rye with a good little smear.
No, so he actually interviewed the composer of the music to the
nice.
Batman series, which was actually pretty cool. And I was reading, so they talked to Tim Sale, about people complaining about the Penguin being female, and he turned around. Batman doesn't have that many female characters. I'm like, well, what are you talking about? He has really good adversaries, female-wise.
Not really.
Yeah,
Only
well,
3.
Punchline is new, but Harley Quinn,
Harley's not a. She's not a villain anymore.
Hey, come on, freaking Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy's not a villain anymore.
But you know what? Listen, I'm going to say this. Stop changing the agenda on characters. Make new characters. Make brand new characters. You got to force.
They made new characters. You guys didn't like them.
Well, listen. So then, why change regular characters? That's the problem.
Because it's their property and they can do what they want. And he was, what's his name? Was Tim? What's his name?
Tim Sale.
Tim Sale?
No, not Tim Sales.
Tim. What's his name?
I've had this.
Bruce Tim.
Bruce Tim.
Yeah,
Bruce Tim did what he wanted.
Yeah.
It came out great. It's a great show. So what does it matter? And
I know, but you know what? But
she was freaking amazing as a.
I still think they shouldn't have put that as the. They shouldn't have introduced that character in the first episode because I think it did turn some people off initially.
And people
even though it was fine, the character was fine, but nonetheless, it generated the controversy too early. If you would have buried that in like the 4th episode,
maybe even the 6th episode, but it is what it is. You know what? At the end of the day, it turned out not being a good idea, and the kind of I don't think they.
I think the character went over well once people actually watched.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think anybody.
The character did go over well,
yes,
but the fact is that a cabaret singer, which was actually pretty pretty cool. That was a cool concept in it, you know. But they definitely have to do something. They got to come up with better ideas, man. Like the idea well is dry on everything. So it's just
everything has been a remake or reimagining since the 80s. There's nothing new.
No, not since the 80s. Come on.
Yeah,
Go watch a David Lynch
was
movie.
just remakes of stuff from the 30s and 40s and
listen,
50s.
the 80s had more brand new stuff than anything else. And now they're rebooting things over and over again. You got to reboot Anaconda that's coming with Jack Black and friggin' what's his face? Why reboot Anaconda? Is Jack Black going to be the one with the nice booty? The nice booty and
I don't want none unless they got buns on.
Exactly. So yeah, Paul Rudd and Jack Black are doing it. So
yeah, exactly. Just pretend it was Earth 14 and move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. It's DC. DC does Elseworld stuff and different universe stuff
It's
all
not
the
like
time. So,
If you start getting hung up on gender and shit like that, you're in for a long ride because everyone does it. I mean, they did it with Superman. They started with, back in the whatever it was, the 60s. They changed Superman into Supergirl, and then they added it where they're separate.
New.
You know what? You know,
Captain Marvel's now a woman. It's nothing new. It's been going on for decades.
I know, but you know what? You gotta understand. Knowing that the way a lot of controversy is being put out there because of certain things, people want.
But you can't make products and create art if you're going to be afraid of what the public is going to say, because eventually you're going to.
But they see what the outcome is. All what's going on, they see it, and people just keep doing it.
They gave into the pressure for the Alkalite. Just saying.
Catch me outside. How about that?
and Lois Lane is Superwoman again in the main timeline.
Yeah.
Murphy did it just fine. Did you read the Murphy verse, Dom?
Which one?
Murphy verse.
No.
The Murphy verse had the best original Harley.
Yep.
That's been written for Batman, and I include the Tim Harley in that.
Okay.
The Murphy verse is the best reimagining of a Batman universe, and it's such a beautifully self-contained thing. You can throw away all preconceptions and just read it and enjoy it, and know that they're not trying to do a 75% the same, 25% different. It's significantly different, but fantastic at the same time.
If you're watching on my channel, please come over to Rennavision and like the video. Also, you have to type in Moon in Rennavision chat since I'm dual streaming. It will not catch you if
showing the moon, but
it will not register if you're
mooning anybody
in my chat.
It doesn't cross over? Are you sure?
Type in Moon. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm looking at the count. Okay. Type in Moon in Rennavision chat and then head back over to my channel. Thank you. Well, enough small talk. Let's get into the OLI. Roll that. All right. First up, we have Star Wars Ahsoka #1, the second print, the 1 in 25. I think this is called the TV variant. They have a couple of sales, average 70 plus. It's Ahsoka. It's a reprint. Is it a reprint?
It's a second print
of the TV show. I haven't read it.
Oh, it is. It's a complete rehash.
It's also a comic. It was a magazine cover too that came out, the same cover. So, hey, this Captain Marvel, which there was already a male, so don't worry about it. Marvel. This book already seen the cover like maybe 3 times now. You really think about it?
Hey, Archer.
Hi, Archer.
Thanks for being a member for 6 months.
It's a good cover. It's not worth $70, but it's a good cover.
Yeah, you know what? These second print covers that they do, for some reason, the Darth Maul, the Grand Admiral Thrawn, the covers just these face frontal shot really good for autographs. That's why
Face
I think
puncher.
What?
Would you call it a face puncher?
No, I said the face frontal, the whole face.
Oh.
Your facial.
A facial.
You want to give us a facial? You said.
No, but these books do sell good because autograph wise, you can take them to shows and get them autographed.
Yeah.
Especially when it's an actor representation on the cover. That's always a big get because that does kick up those CGC signed slabs quite significantly if you get an actor signed on a either photo cover or cover like that has them. But that, I mean, we see this with Star Wars a lot. They'll do some type of 1 in 25 or something like that hits for a few weeks. There's only a few sales on this. It was interesting that they were, triple ratio, but we'll see. We'll see what it does next week.
Yeah,
it'll probably fade off a bit. But
the Dark Ball is still going for money.
Which one?
The one that you got, Bruce, in the Raz.
That is a second
Marquez?
print 1 in 25.
Second print one, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't know. I just don't like the fact that when Marvel does these 1 in 25 second prints, right out the gate, the shops are selling it for $70, $80.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it'll come. Almost all of these books, the Star Wars books, they get hot for a few weeks. They above ratio, and most of them come down pretty low. I mean, it's a second print. I know it's a ratio, but it's a second print, and I personally hate these books. I hate here's a comic book that is literally a frame by frame of the live action you saw. It's like you can't put anything extra in there to flesh out the story a little bit here and there or something. No, it's just you're getting exactly what you saw on TV. So
basically storyboarding.
Yeah, and she's just as fast stagnant on paper as she is in the series.
We got 36 watching, and we have 16 in the giveaway.
Nice.
Just saying.
Come on, just put Moon. Watch, man.
Yeah,
Moon.
Don't let me win.
All right, next
not Rebel Moon, but Moon.
Oh yeah, don't put Rebel Moon in there.
No,
yeah,
Rebel Moon.
That. Next up, we got Daredevil
slowly.
181 volume is picking up. A few CGC 98 sales between 100 and 140. It was an outlier sale of $312 for 9/8 of this.
Yeah, that outlier was weird. I looked at the slab on it, and it wasn't like a Mark Jewel. It didn't say Mark Jewelers on the slab or anything, but there had to have been something going on there with that, because that was well above the other sales that were in there. But this is just a good book to look at. People are picking back up on some Daredevil stuff. Well, I mean, you got the Death of Elektra. You got a good Bullseye cover. It's classic Miller.
You had the return of Elektra in Deadpool and Wolverine, original Elektra, Jennifer Gardner, and then as it gets closer to the Born Again,
needed in that movie.
Born Again story next year, all the Daredevil books are going to start jumping up.
Nice.
Yeah, and I believe that Joe mentioned earlier in the week that this $312 was actually on Heritage.
Yeah, I believe it was Heritage.
Oh, Heritage.
But yeah, so it's a fun book to look at. It's nice to have Daredevil discussion now.
Yeah. So I like Daredevil. I'm very excited for Daredevil Born Again.
I'm glad you are.
All right, man. It's like certain things that I'm happy for, and there's other things that I couldn't care less.
Fair enough.
Daredevil's good. I've been waiting for the MCU to start doing some good street level stuff. So
I had this book at one time. I had this book. I had
probably have it somewhere.
The Punisher storyline with him with the gun, No More Mr. Nice Guy, and the Punisher on the cover.
Yeah.
And then I had what's the bad guy's name? The guy who got killed in the Tombstone. He was like he can levitate and go through like solid stuff. He was the bad. He had like a creepy. He had the Jack. He's like a Jack the Ripper.
I forget when you said Tombstone. All I was thinking was Johnny Ringo because I was
the bad guy because apparently he died. He was trying to like fight Daredevil, and he went through the Tombstone. He turned solid again. And got
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The character in the chat. The character, who's the character that Daredevil fights?
Iron Man.
He's like a supernatural type of guy. He can teleport through solid objects and stuff like that. What's it? I can't think of his
Kitty
name.
Pryde?
No, not Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde.
Not Kitty Pryde. He's a Daredevil bad guy.
I don't know.
There aren't many.
I don't know too many Daredevil fans that read the comics. Sorry,
I couldn't tell you the Rogues Gallery at all, actually, except for Bullseye.
Does he have a Rogues Gallery?
I mean, of everything
Barely.
Marvel's put out in the
He
past
died quick.
handful of years, Daredevil has been one of the more consistent titles that's been out there.
I mean,
Between Soul stuff, between
Supernatural.
Zdarsky stuff,
yeah,
it's been a solid reading book for Marvel in a land of otherwise not very interesting reading books for Marvel. So,
well, your biggest fan, Lord of BK. I am a comic historian, but you must do a better than that, Dom.
I know. Hey, listen, I can't do his freaking name, man.
He's Googling.
It's been a long week. It's been a long week.
I'm tired, man.
All right, moving on from Daredevil. We have Eternals #6 volume seems to be moving. Some spec to look out for. There are rumors that the Horde as the villains in the upcoming animated series. Black Panther, was it Eyes of Wakanda? So
yeah.
So I guess this is their first appearance, the Horde.
There were great covers on that Eternal run, and truthfully, of anything Eternals, that was probably the best thing that was done. Although now the Gaiman is persona non grata. I don't know. I don't know where any of that's going to go, but we'll see. We shall see.
We'll see. Next up, Power Pack #1. High grade selling between $15 and $20. I think there's rumors that this is going to be a Disney Plus series. You know, that rumor comes back and forth over the last couple of years.
Dig it out of your boxes. It's somewhere between Sleepwalker 1 and Darkhawk 1.
And Night Thrasher.
Yeah. Night Thrasher was a good character.
No, what's the guy? Terror Instinct, the guy who takes body parts and you put the.
Are we still on this Daredevil character stuff over there?
No. I'm trying to find this. I can't think of his friggin' name, man.
Oh my God! Is it Mr. Fear? Is it the Hand?
No,
is it the Absorbing Man? Is it Bingo? Is it Stillman? Is it Ammo? Is it Ikari?
That will be the true statements. This will be the true statement spoken tonight.
Mr. Hyde wore a leather jacket, but he wouldn't phase through objects. And Fluffy Bunny. The chat is making fun of you.
Yeah, I can't think of his freaking name. I can't think of it. It's like freaking. I just can't. I can't think of his name. Holy shit!
When did you read this comic book? In 1961.
We're gonna figure out. We're gonna put it in next week's slide. We're gonna have a slide dedicated to it.
I looked at the one. I can't figure it. I have the last issue of Power Pack. I don't have the first issue.
And here we go. This is shows
guess you got to choose a book for the OLI.
Maybe that'll get me thinking.
We will not let Joe choose any more books for the OLI. Penthouse Comics #4 exclusive, average selling for $60. The naughty cover is selling for over $100. We could not show that second cover. If you want to do research, you can.
The naughty cover wasn't overly naughty. There was nothing exposed. She just doesn't have the bra on, and I don't think she has the panties on. But you can't still really see anything. But Poulat's been killing it with covers lately. This Penthouse 4 has a ton of great, amazing covers. There's a Suspiria 1 in 10, which is fantastic, which is polybagged. We talked about that last week. But like I said, Poulat has been killing it with covers lately. And
yes, Deathstalker. Thank you. Deathstalker. Yes.
Who
Yeah,
put you in
that's
the
the dude.
corner. We moved on already. Jeez.
No, I'm just saying the fact is I couldn't think of the goddamn name. That's the dude that went through the tombstone trying to fight Daredevil and turned silent and died. That's what I'm trying to say.
So if you look
Thank you,
online,
guys. Appreciate
if you
it.
look online for this and look for the Poulat Penthouse 4 exclusive, the store that was doing it, I think might not be sold out. This cover was limited to 300, and the Naughty was limited to 150. But I'll show you them in person when mine get delivered because they are
Thank you, Death Stalker.
on the way.
Oh, gee, I hate when I can't remember a goddamn name. Holy shit.
I don't know your name until I get on stream.
She's got long fingers. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, long fingers for that butt.
So like I said, Poulat, he did some gun hunting covers that were exclusives that were fantastic. He's hitting that stride like Penosian did, where it's just like, okay, I like your covers. Holy shit, what is this? This is amazing. He's getting there.
I can see Joe saying to her, "Please step on my balls, crush my balls with those heels."
Hey, I've seen videos of women with high heel shoes doing that to the guys.
Of course you have.
Of course I have, man. That's just crazy.
Delete your internet stuff now, Dom.
But like I said, don't sleep on these Penthouse books. There's good stuff in there.
I didn't know she had fingers.
There are amazing artists doing covers for these. Elena Vecchio has a cover on this one. There's a good bubble helmet, I think, on Penthouse 5. A good bubble helmet cover.
Yes,
they're getting top level talent to do a lot of the art for these. So it's good stuff.
Gosh.
That's a lot of moons right there.
Yeah, they are nice.
Joe's Weekend. Dirty covers, lotion, and dark room.
I don't need lotion.
Listen, don't do drugs and you get brain farts.
Step on my cubes. All right, if you enjoy having your balls crushed, please put a number 1 in the chat so we can know who you are. Could put you on the list of degenerates. That is the OLI. Please head over to CBSI.com. Hopefully, Pete did a write-up for these. He's on vacation.
He said he was going to.
In the land of Oz as a little person.
I can't remember the store, Cosmic, where the exclusive was from, but I'll dig it up and let you know.
So, it's all yours.
All righty.
Man.
Let's do some pickups.
Let's do it.
Go ahead,
Bruce, you take the lead. I know you're a little light this week.
Very light. Where are my pickups? Oh, here we go. Oh wait, that's the giveaway book.
Yeah, show the giveaway book. Show it.
No. So I picked up Justice League 90 DCU.
Very good.
Nice. Now you have to get it graded, right?
I gotta see if it's worth being graded. Action Comics 706. Supergirl. I had a copy of this, but this is a better copy.
Hey Bruce, how many more you need now?
Shut up.
Why?
Batman Adventures 33. Catwoman 15. I picked up another. I love this cover. Catwoman 19. I like this cover even better. I think Joe likes this cover a lot.
I do.
And my Raz win finally got here.
There we go.
It's Hello Darkness.
Wouldn't be a week without
exactly.
Hello Darkness, the San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, you got the Puebla cover, you bastard.
I won it. Yay, my Raz win.
I love Rebecca Puebla. She's a great artist.
And then while I got the screen up, oh, what the hell happened here? Okay. While I have the screen up, the giveaway book will be the one per store. Was it one per store or one per account or whatever it is? The Moon Knight.
Oh, the Moon Knight. I thought you were
Khonshu 0.
think it was one per account.
Yeah, one per
Moon Knight's
account.
coming
one per
in.
store.
It's coming in
Secret
the What If
drop.
cartoon. So we're gonna get some Moon Knight in the What If cartoon.
So this will be the giveaway for tonight.
And number 1 comes out in October, so just in time.
Yep. I'll give that away. I don't know why I got it. I'm not a Moon Knight fan.
Oh,
Go ahead, Joe.
Yes,
All
BK.
right.
You got to pick up.
Hercules
all
looks
the
more like a
PCB
mummy.
variants.
We got some Kickstarters.
Nice. Nice. What do the nips look like?
Not full pie pans.
Oh, okay.
A little small.
Stain. That's what Joe's boxes are doing right now. Stain.
I'm telling you, start looking. I would try to pronounce this artist's name if I could, but you will find artists on Kickstarter that you're either very famous or sometimes doing some of their first covers. And when you find somebody talented on Kickstarter that's doing their first cover, it's always nice to pick up a copy or two because you never know how popular that person's going to become. I think I showed this on your show. I don't think I showed it on ours last week because I think it came after. I did get the Akira homage for Sir.
Yeah.
This is the Boom Reserve.
I think you had that on your ones to look out for.
Yeah. The only time I'll buy a Star Trek book, unless it's a Raza cover, Suspiria, Star Trek annual cover.
That's a great cover.
Data
on the cover. Data.
Yep.
Data.
I mean, I collect Suspiria stuff, so that's why I got that. So I don't care what's in the guts of it. Jenny
Sparks.
I was very happy because these came in today. I got my Babs and the Amanda Connor cover. It's a new Garth Ennis book.
What does it look like? Barbara Streisand?
Does Bab stand for big ass boobs?
No, it's short for Barbarian. It's more of a barbarian book, but it's again, it's a Garth Ennis book.
That was supposed to be Barbara Streisand. But.
So if you want a good, fun barbarian book, and you got Garth Ennis writing one, so that's something.
I don't know if she's that old.
Let's see. This has been on my hunt list all year. Been waiting for a good price for it, and finally got one. Season of the Witch, Darwin Cook cover.
His room is always dark.
For my Darwin Cook collection.
Nice.
And I will always pick up cheap Bruce Timm whenever I can. So I got another copy of Heartthrobs. And look out for these in dollar boxes and stuff like that because these are great. These are great Bruce Timm covers, by the way, on Adventures of the Mask. And they're still pretty cheap. So if you're a Bruce Timm collector, not a bad thing to look for.
Agreed.
That's what I got this week.
Well, I can't wait to I can't wait for that.
I don't understand. I still don't understand how they're going to do it, but
listen, they can do it. It's like they're like zombies, but they just kill people, like they regular people that go crazy, which is
but it's the Purge. The book is so graphic.
I know.
Again, I said it on the 10. It makes the boys look like a G-rated comedy.
Well, you got to look at it this way. It's more like the Purge, nonstop Purge. If you think about it.
Yes, he does.
Murder anybody for the sake of murdering.
So this week, I did get some mail from overseas, but I haven't opened it yet. But I was going through boxes this week, putting things up on Instagram for sale.
Hey, listen, Styx.
Came across these books. What's that?
If you get mail from overseas, don't send money to anybody overseas.
I don't send money.
It's a scam.
What's he talking about?
He said, let's just go overseas.
I did not send any money. Well, PayPal or whatever. Yeah, that's the only thing. So I pulled out this Etterkoppen. This is a finished reprint of Secret Wars 8.
Nice.
I
like the
Then I'd found these at I don't want to call it a thrift shop. It was more like a swap shop. And they had books and like appliances and shit like that. These were I'm not sure. I want to say Danish. Walt Disney's. These are Kalyanka and Company. I got 4 of those. This one's got Brother Bear in comic form in this issue.
Oh man. That's pretty
It was
cool.
a good little. They were only $1 a piece. I
It
figured
took
why not?
5 cents to make them.
For some foreign Disney.
Yeah. That's it for me. I'll have.
You want to check out Styx's Instagram. What is your Instagram, Styx?
Just at Styxboy73, and then I have a separate site just at Styxboy_sells, where I put my stuff for sale. I also tag myself into it, but
nice.
Yeah.
So there's some good stuff up. If you guys want to check it out, you're not obligated to buy. You just go window shopping.
No, go over and like it, comment.
Yeah.
Listen, he'll trade for Doctor Who stuff. So if you have that, he'll take.
I would do that. I would do
he's
that.
willing to trade.
My offer is this.
Absolutely.
Nothing.
So how many times did you get screwed by the Nigerian prince?
Too many times, man. It sounds legit. My grandmother needs money. She needs a new kidney. Can you please send this and that?
Ooh.
Down the bleeding heart.
Wait until Josh finds out Styx is trying to get into international comics, right?
Ooh.
I've got nothing on Josh. Don't even start that. I'm minuscule amount compared to him.
Well, I got a couple of books. I showed them on Bruce for the show. I think last week I had the the Ahsoka.
Oh, the Jedi Johnson variant.
Yeah,
I need better shin covers. I need better shin covers.
I know. Yeah, I know.
What a waste of an opportunity.
I know. And I got the Chrome First Gambit. This is for you, Joe.
That makes me happy.
Yeah,
I never go wrong with Miss Meow.
And I got this. All the Joes Dead.
I do like that.
Number 5, the Transformers. Nice. Nice.
Homage.
I got so since we're doing 80s properties and stuff like that today, I wanted to show autograph by Frank
Welker.
Yeah. Why not? Friggin' Wilker.
Yeah, Frank.
He did the voice. He did the voice of Megatron and Soundwave. So I got to be good to Soundwave, but also has Megatron. So you got
Soundwave on the back. Is that a rep? Is that a rep cover?
It's no.
Okay.
Just like the shit. Got that, and then I got a sketch with my boy Soundwave.
There you go.
Nice.
And Laserbeak.
Yep.
Or is that Buzzsaw?
You know what? Really, I don't even know.
Probably Laserbeak.
Yeah.
They usually put Laserbeak with them.
It's signed. Yeah. It's pretty.
You don't hear about Buzzsaw too much.
I think I got this really cheap too. Like I think I got it for $50. And I won like a.
That was a blank that someone sketched on, or that was.
It's a blank. Someone sketched it. It's a sketch.
Yeah. Okay. Then that $50 is a fair enough deal.
Yeah. I got that. I'm sorry, man. All right, slip on a condom on this damn thing.
Yeah.
It's refusing like it does in real life.
Hey, no glove, no love.
I'm lazy.
I'll worry about that later.
Never put them back in bags.
All right, so this week I went to Chicago. Last week I went to Chicago, and I got to meet the man. I got his autograph. So now all I'm missing is Pedro Pascal's autograph. So you got Rosario Dawson, Tamir Morrison, and Ming Na. So Pedro is going to be a hard one to get.
That's going to be the hardest.
It's going to be the bitch.
When Star Wars Celebration comes to this coast, he'll be there probably.
Also, I got this completed, which I'm very happy about. So I got the Boba on the Throne. So I got Ming Na and Tamir Morrison. So now this is complete. Nice. And now the one I have up there, the $7 a pop with the sticker one, all I need is Ming Na, and then I can complete that as well.
I don't want to know how much you spent.
Not much. I didn't spend that much. I actually, I usually spend a lot more, and I'm not afraid to say it. I spent $300. That was it. $300 at the convention, and that was it.
That's good. And you got how many? He signed how many things for you?
I got 2 signatures, and I got a couple of photos.
Yeah, I saw that.
If you find one on eBay, not eBay, on Instagram, put it up, photo. But other than that, so we're talking about this. I got the Zartan, Freddy Funko Zartan, 750 pieces. So
that's a nice one.
Pascal doesn't like people. He has anxiety issues in crowds, so I don't know how many signings he's going to do.
Last but not least, I ordered these back in January, and it is the end of August, and I just got these in the mail. So I got these custom concepts Boba Fett's from a company called Boba Lingo. There's a company Boba Lingo Studios, and they had the regular version, and then was also able to get the the prototype that they made.
Great.
So, but it took a long time. So I ordered these in January, and they came now. So I was happy to get these, and yeah, that's about it. That's all I got. I have one more thing. For you Stitch lovers, Boba Stitch. So,
that's a perfect combo for you.
I know. Yeah. I definitely like that. That's it. Yeah. That's all. Nothing else.
Nice. So this week I figure we would go with a nice cartoon property for our magazine this week.
Gem.
Yeah, a little gem.
I got a nice gem. Got a G.I. Joe with gem. Cool Slither with a gem on a cover of G.I. Joe.
Oh yeah,
nice.
I got that.
Gem.
I like that.
Yeah, they are truly outrageous.
I like that. And number 5, volume 5. 5 my favorite number. Thank you for putting that up there. I like that.
All right. So for the now and later this week, I really like this EC line from Oni Press, putting back out good EC style titles.
Yep.
So they're doing this Epitaphs from the Abyss, and there's another series as well. But almost all of them have these 1 in 10 Jay Stevens homages, which are fantastic. So if you're a Jay Stevens fan, Dwellings and his other work, these are always fun. I like these. I like his work a little more than Scotty Young in terms of his covers. So these are out there, and you can get these below ratio at this point. So if you're a collector of his work, you might want to gobble a few up to add to the stack.
Say gobble.
You see the GT about the
Got her.
The Wolverine Revenge book.
What?
The Wolverine Revenge. Did they do an EC cover?
I'll have to dig out the book when it comes, because I'm always a week and a half behind with my orders coming in. To see how subconscious the artist was trying to place some things in there.
Thank you, Kill.
Second on the list, this title from AWA, Red Light, has been pretty decent. Every A cover has had a decal cover. So for the decal collectors out there, they also have the old 70s style porn poster homages as well, which are great covers. But this series has had a lot of good Frank Cho covers. And again, all the A covers for this series have had decal covers, which have been fantastic. So this might be one to pick up, because you can pick it up dirt cheap. Again, if you're a decal collector, it's another good one to kind of throw into the pile. Last on the list, new series that came out this week, Huge Detective. It looks very interesting. I guess imagine somewhat of a buddy cop
She's
type picture.
Head. She's
Yeah.
sitting on his head. Huge.
Yes.
Head.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Horns.
So you have a detective and a giant working together, solving cases. So it looks like a fun series. The covers are pretty cool, and I don't know. It just looks like a fun new series to start looking into. So yeah.
Oh boy.
For the future, I really liked. I know Jenny Frison does variants for every damn Something Is Killing the Children book, but I did like this 1 in 50, the splash version. I liked it better than the color one that they had. It was just a good Frison cover, so I figured I'd throw it on there. I think I might have thrown this on the list months back, but it's coming up pretty soon, I think in October. So Sydney Hammer from Scout Comics just has some good kind of grindhouse horror style covers on it as well. So might be a book to be able to pick up cheap. And again, I had to throw Babs on here because this was just a great cover. A woman shoving a very large sword through a man's mouth on the cover. That's a winner for me.
Last week.
That's
Brucifer on the cover right there. Look, it looks like Brucifer. It looks like Brucifer.
This book has weird ratios. They have 1 in 4 ratios.
Take my joke.
Which is a weird ratio, and this is a ratio, but still, most of these books you can still get around cover price when the ratio is that low.
You bastard.
Also coming up, there's this new series from Scout, Charm City. I like a Kitty Pryde X-Men 168 homage. And this was a good one. So I was like, oh, that's fun. I like when these little indie books will throw out a little homage cover like that, where it's not some extremely, extremely well-known book like a ASM 300 or Spider-Man 1 or something like that. So that was a fun one. They're also rebooting Barbarella again. Again. Those runs are always pretty short, 4 issues, maybe 6 at most.
Is that under
call it reboot.
Is that under Dynamite?
Yeah.
27 covers. All right.
Yeah, there are a lot of covers and variants, but it's really like 4 to 5 covers tops, and then all the variations of it. And I like Linsner covers, but normally there's a different cover that normally catches my eye with a Dynamite book, but this is a great Barbarella cover. And it's time to, revisit what you have in the Barbarella stack, because if Sydney Sweeney does make that movie, it can move some Barbarella books around.
Yeah.
So. And last on the list, Distillery has a book, Big Burn. And this is the 1 in 25. I'm a sucker for any type of gambling covers. So really? I had to throw this up there. Yeah, I'm a degenerate gambler. So I had to throw this up on the list because it was just a nice cover the way they did it. I like it. So I said Distillery's been doing a lot of crazy stuff, and they keep putting out titles. I didn't know whether they were going to kind of peter out because it is a unique concept. They're not giving you floppy sized books. They are premium books, and they're not cheap. But again, they got top notch talent working on a ton of their titles, both artists and writers. So they seem to be going strong. They keep cranking out titles. So we'll see how well it goes. That's what I got for this week. I got no pulps this week, but I do have that's not a comic sale of the week. I decided to go with wristwatches, cartoon inspired wristwatches. So first up, we got the Spinnaker SpongeBob SquarePants limited edition Mr. Krabs watch. It comes in a nice plastic molded case and everything else. It's sold for $1,500. I don't know who wears that, but it's a Mr. Krabs watch. So this is just goes to show that, we have our kind of nostalgia in our age group for our He-Mans and our G.I. Joes and stuff like that. But there is a group of people that are maybe 10 years younger than us that grew up with, they grew up with SpongeBob. They grew up with a lot of the Cartoon Network stuff, a lot of the Nickelodeon stuff. There's a lot of collectibles in there that people gravitate to.
Yep.
Agreed.
Next up, we got a Pokemon watch. Crossover with Fossil Watch. We got a Gengar. It's a black stainless steel watch. This one is numbered 424 out of 1,300 total. And it sold for $999.99.
Wow.
So almost a cool grand. So
gotta catch them all.
You let them slide for $1. 1 cent.
A lot of these limited edition things for these highly sought after IPs command some pretty pennies. And last on the list, it was just a Fun Invicta Simpsons Reserve.
I love Invicta watches.
Nice watch. You got the Simpsons on it if you're a Simpsons fan. This thing sold for $379.99. So, and Fossil always does some type of limited lines all the time, but rarely do. I don't buy a lot of watches that are this price. I know they do a lot of limited run watches, but I don't know how often they put out things where it's limited number.
Yeah, Fossil just about a year ago, they did a Boba Fett watch.
Nice.
They did.
Yeah.
Nice. So it's an interesting collectible out there to look for, because sometimes, people throw stuff out at garbage, or at garage sales and stuff like that all the time, and they're like, "Oh, what's this stupid Pokemon watch? This probably isn't worth anything," and you never know. So it's something to keep your eyes out for. So. And now what you've all been waiting for, some trivia with Styx.
Let's do it.
Trivia this week. Yeah, trivia this week. No Fortnite this week. Season's underway, and that's all good. So this week I did some cartoon comic trivia.
Nice.
So there's going to be like books that are based on comics, or somewhere in there there's a comic connection. So let us begin. And in question one. I'm a green rabbit, and my comic is named after me. Is it Jackson, the Trix Rabbit, Bucky O'Hare, or the Easter Bee Bunny? I had to do a layup because I wanted to get Bucky O'Hare in here. Yeah. That's a layup. Everyone will get that one.
See,
Bucky O'Hare.
Hey, who
like
you came from?
Even though Jackson came first.
Yep. Bucky O'Hare is one of those properties that, for some reason, I like. I never watched the cartoon. I've never watched the cartoon, but
it was up there.
I've got the comic books and a couple of the figures. So
it was up there with Biker Mice from Mars.
Biker Mice from Mars, which I've added up here. I don't know if anyone can see him up there. He's way up there. You can't see him. He's way up the top. I got one of my Biker Mice from Mars figures up there. All right, let's get into some harder questions here.
That's a fair.
Because of Jackson? Oh, come on.
That's
Jackson's
all right, man. Come on. Hey, Jackson's better than what Star Wars is putting on now. Than Lucas.
Oh, stop.
All right. Which of these Disney comics is not based on a television show of the same name? Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, The Little Mermaid, or Figment?
Figment D.
See, Little Mermaid. Wait, no. Sorry, Beauty and the Beast. I don't think there was a TV show, Beauty and the Beast.
There was a Beauty and the Beast TV show.
Yeah, with Ron Perlman.
It was?
Hey, damn, what the hell you been?
I don't know. I'm not a 12-year-old girl like
Linda Hamilton and Ron Perlman.
Oh, you in the closet too much. That's why.
Linda Hamilton? Oh, yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, right now you sound like a piece of shit wrapped in more shit, wrapped in a turd, wrapped in fucking New York humor, and it's bad. That's how bad it is.
Was that a Marco insult?
Yes, I was channeling Marco.
Don't you know what?
Oh, yeah,
I'll take what you just called me. Don't compare me to Marco.
All over the place.
Please, thank you. Man.
All right. So the answer is D. Figment. Beauty and the Beast did have a
TV show,
animated show on the Disney Channel. I think it was like it lasted a season, so it wasn't. I think it was, and it might have been part of a different season, so like Aladdin or something like that. They all kind of mixed it together. But Figment never got a TV show.
Why do you have Spawn in the corner? Why is Spawn in the corner?
Why not?
Because he's the cartoon comic based character.
Oh, okay. I'm just.
Are we doing comics that came first or cartoons that came first?
No, we're not doing it. Just never mind.
Jeez.
All right.
What rules you got for this game?
We're not going to hold Styx to a rough standard. For
No, standard, come on. You know better. You know better than that, Bruce.
They have rules set out, boundaries.
I tried doing rules once and I got shot down. What's this big page with all the words? Rules. Jedi Johnson didn't want rules. He just wanted questions. So that's what I did. All right. The human tongue is not an enemy of the tick. Is that true or false?
I don't know. I never read a Spawn book.
Not Spawn.
Oh, except for
Tick. The Tick, not Spawn. Don't worry about Spawn. Spawn's just in the corner. Don't listen to Don.
I never read a Tick book.
No, it's actually figured that it's like distracting me from what's going on. The thing I turned around, I see Spawn in the cover.
I wish they would give Tick another chance. They did not. That last live action run that they tried, they did not give it the
Amazon one.
Yeah.
With Putty from
there was aspects of it that I liked.
No, this was they made one after that recently on Amazon that came out.
Oh, I haven't seen that one then.
Yeah. They had only had one very short season.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that. The Amazon, I liked it, but not a whole lot. I like the cartoon and the live action stuff better. All right. And the answer is true. That is the human tongue.
That's the blob.
Yeah. And he's got that little puppet, and the puppet only speaks. So.
Tick has one of the best rogues galleries.
He's got a very interesting rogues gallery.
Better than the Venture
I
Brothers.
love him a lot.
The Venture Brothers had a good rogue gallery too.
Venture Brothers. Yep. All right. Question number 4. Rob Paulsen, voice actor, voiced Jim Carrey in this movie to animated series. Did he voice him as Ace Ventura, Pet Detective? As The Mask? As Dumb and Dumber? Or as The Grinch That Stole Christmas? Which property of Jim Carrey's did Rob Paulsen voice?
I know The Mask and Ace Ventura both had cartoons. The Grinch had a cartoon, but it wasn't the Grinch. And Dumb and Dumber never had a cartoon.
No old people questions. Get out of here.
Yeah, I thought this trivia was gonna be like He-Man questions or Care Bears, but no.
These are all valid properties.
Here they are.
I picked properties that are very valid. Exactly. Thank you, Joe.
I'm gonna go read a book.
We don't have a dumb audience. We don't have to dumb down everything for the
Have you seen the audience?
Go over to your
example right here.
Go ahead. Go over to your bookshelf and pick out your Dick and Jane book and
Dick and Jane. See Dick run.
Read that. A lot of bees.
See Jane fall on Dick.
Yes. And the answer is B. The Mask. Rob Paulsen voiced him as The Mask.
Well, who voiced Jim Carrey in the Ace Ventura cartoon?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look that one up. I didn't look that one up.
I don't think Jim Carrey was in that cartoon. I think the character was.
No, he had a cartoon. He did have a cartoon.
Ace Ventura had a cartoon. What are you saying, Bruce?
Makes sense.
Ed Grimley. Ed Grimley had a damn cartoon.
That's 100% surprising. All right. Question 5. Is this from an MIB comic book, cartoon, or movie? So it's Men in Black. Is it the Men in Black comic book, the Men in Black cartoon, or the Men in Black movie?
It's a cartoon, Men in Black, I think.
Or this could be a Styx trick because there's no comma in between comic book and cartoon.
Yeah, I know, right? For the cartoon.
I'm not playing Styx's game. I refuse.
You're not playing sticky games? We said sticky games.
What do you mean?
You're here, you're playing. Now be quiet and pick something. Yeah, cartoon movie. It's a trick. cartoon, none of the above. All right. And the answer is
Cartoon.
it is from the animated cartoon Men in Black.
God.
I forgot there was even a cartoon for that.
Yeah, it's not good.
People
It is not good.
A lot of cartoons came on that people forgot they had like one season.
Yep. And some of these movies, like, you know, you forget that they even got comic book property. Like Men in Black got a comic book property, and from I want to say it was from Wildstorm. I want to say Wildstorm.
You know, and for people that don't know, there was a comic book adaptation of Styx. It's called Mr. Magoo.
Oh my god!
Hey, good one, boy.
It was a cartoon too. Oh my god, you've done it again.
But thank you, Styx, for your interesting game.
You're welcome. Thank you for playing.
Yeah,
So again, we're gonna have to have a part 2 of this.
Well, thank you for putting the Zartan in the corner right there.
Oh yeah, just for you, and that's
All
why
right,
I put Megatron in the middle as
Oh,
well.
boy.
But yeah, as I kept going through these, I kept every time I put one in, I'd be like, okay, I'm done. Like, oh well, what about? And I was just like, screw it. We'll just need to do a part 2. So after this, in the YouTube comments after the video, please feel free to put any property that you would like to see added into that if you don't see it through this run here.
Yeah.
And again, all I did was
after the video's over,
yeah,
put it in the comments.
So I basically just took a property and 2 or 3 interesting books from each property, not necessarily based on value.
Oh no.
Or importance.
No.
Some on interest, some on value, some just because I like them. First up on the list, Space Ghost. I love Space Ghost. The new Dynamite series is out now. It's actually pretty good for something from Dynamite. So it's
I have
nice
that gold
read.
key one.
Space
Good
Ghost
covers.
from Coast to Coast.
So you got your good classic Alec Toth Space Ghost cover on that gold key where you get your first Space Ghost.
That's a great cover. Love that cover.
Yeah, it's a fantastic cover.
That book is actually is picking up some value.
Oh yeah,
Good.
I think a lot of these gold key books were neglected and not thought much of for years and years and years, but they're starting to come back quite a bit.
I think Star Trek. I think the Star Trek #1, the first Star Trek is really it's picking up on all these gold key books.
Yeah, there's a handful.
It's actually down year over year, but it's still a 4.0 is still like $500.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
How did he feel about Hot Wheels? BK.
I have a copy of that Hot Wheels somewhere.
It's great. Those Hot Wheel covers are fantastic, and that series is not cheap. Even in shitty condition, those books are still expensive.
I gotta find my Hot Wheels somewhere.
I have the Mod Wheels ones.
Next up, I had to throw up the Comic Space Ghost.
That's a classic cover
when it was rebooted. It's a great Steve Rude cover. If you're a fan of Nexus, Steve Rude does a great Space Ghost. And then I had to throw some good old Cartoon Network, some Space Ghost Coast to Coast. This was, I believe, a giveaway collector's issue. So if you see this out there, this one can command a little bit of money here and there, but it wasn't part of the regular run. It was a giveaway. So a little bit of Space Ghost. There's a little bit of Space Ghost for everybody. You get the cheesy Space Ghost, you get the funny Space Ghost through the Coast to Coast run. So a little something for everybody there. And the Dynamite run is actually very dark. So
yeah.
I started getting that.
It's not humor. There's like no humor in it, right? It's like the cartoon itself.
There's some humor, right?
I got these.
I'll talk about not humor. It's like a Scooby-Doo comic. Like it was fun.
Yeah, the Matina covers.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool cover. I like that.
Those are the Matinas. Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, these got some good covers.
Yeah,
I like this one. I like
the Michael Cho
ones. That one.
The Michael Cho ones have been really good on this recent run of Space Ghost as well because of the old throwback covers.
How many issues are Space Ghost? The new one is out now. How many issues? It's
5.
I think there are 4.
5. 4.
5. I think 4. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. That's a fantastic Space Ghost Coast to Coast reference.
I've never watched it.
That was when Radiohead was on, I believe. Yeah, well, Tom York was on. I believe,
they have it on YouTube. Or at least they did, where it ran for 24 hours a day, coast to coast.
Yeah, it was. I think it was one of the best things that Cartoon Network and Adult Swim ever put out, because it was a fantastic series, and the people that they had on and the way they cut those interviews were fantastic and hilarious.
I want to know who did the live action Space Ghost on that show.
I think it might have been the guy that did the voice of Space Ghost.
You think so?
On the show, on Coast to Coast, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The Brack show was also very hilarious in its own
different
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Brack show was fantastic. Lots of talking about eating beans, and it was a fantastic show.
Eating beans.
His shortest fan father was fantastic and hilarious. It was a fantastic show, but the humor in it was completely different than Space Ghost Coast to Coast. They were great together.
Yeah.
Oh, that is not true. Coast to Coast was one of the best shows, and you got to give props to the people that really started Adult Swim with this stuff.
Well, you have to watch out
without Coast to Coast. Yeah, and some of those earlier
Eternity
shows.
At Lodge, Birdman, Eternity.
Attorney at Law.
Yeah, Law. Yeah.
Bear doing the voice of his boss.
You should. You better watch that.
No.
That's a good show.
I refuse.
I'll watch it in Baltimore.
I would.
You gotta tie Brucifer up and make him watch it.
He's not tying anyone up. I have bodyguards this time.
Next up on the list, figured we throw up a little He-Man. Talk about a title that
Max is
floated around some
He-Man
different publishers. You have that first appearance in comics where you have the DC Comics Presents, where you got Superman and He-Man on the cover, which is nice, and Skeletor. That's nice.
Yeah, I have that book. I wanted it in Mark Jewelers style.
That Shiro one is hard to find.
That Dotson 1 in 25
that
is one of the hardest Masters of the Universe covers to find. I couldn't not put it up there. It's number one. It's a great cover. I love Dotson, and
I don't blame you.
It is pricey and it is very hard to find.
A 9.6 just sold a few months ago for like $1,200 or something.
Yeah, and that's actually low. That's actually low.
Down.
Down.
Yeah. I had found that the DC Comics Presents one. I had found that at a garage sale once and sold it. So
there's so apparently there's 3 versions of that book. I think there's the newsstand, and then there's I think a version that came out like a free giveaway or something. Is it
a giveaway?
It's not
giveaway. They were like inserts. I think
it was like an insert.
I don't think it was a giveaway. Yeah.
But I like the Masters of the Universe Marvel first Hodak.
Yeah, they did so many crossovers and team ups, and then you do also have the Star Comics from Marvel as well, which is a cheaper book to be able to get. And Three Rivers noted a lot of these older ones, the DC ones, the Star ones, and stuff like that. If you happen to come across them, and especially if it's a newsstand, the newstands, if it's in good shape, do go for a premium.
I've got a few newsstands.
Even though a lot of these were just completely treated like shit, whether they were direct
that
or
whole
newsstand.
Marvel run, the Marvel run was pretty good.
Yeah,
I think I have one of those newsstands of the Master of the Universe laying around somewhere.
The newsstand for the Marvel is
I'm in storage.
Yeah, there's a ton of good He-Man covers. I mean, this series was rebooted a bunch of times, a bunch of different publishers.
The He-Man with the Justice
Wildstorm.
Which one is it?
Then the Thundercats is really good.
What is it? The 1 in 25 Masters of the Universe with Skeletor on the cover. That sells for a lot, also.
Yeah.
And all of the Wilkinson covers,
Yeah.
were fantastic. I mean, that's just it's the most beautiful He-Man art, or Masters of the Universe art in general. If you're a He-Man fan,
Did you like the action figure covers that they did?
Nah, I get tired of action figure covers after a while. I mean, everyone's done them.
Those aren't done by the one
John
that the person that that's not done by John Christopher. They're done by somebody else.
Yeah, the only there's two sets of I think there's two sets of action cover. I like Tank Girl had a run of action figure covers, which I thought were great, and I have a Star Killer glow in the dark action figure cover. That one I enjoy, but I have a ton of the Star Wars ones, but they overdid it. Marvel overdid it for a while with the action figure covers, and then they decided to take anybody who happened to take a shit on Tatooine got a action figure cover.
You know who didn't get an action figure cover? The ice cream maker dude that was running on Bespin. The guy holding the ice cream maker. He didn't get it.
Oh, God. So that's our Masters of the Universe. Up next, Scooby-Doo. Thought Jedi might have been on, so I had to throw in some Scooby-Doo. Again, a lot of these titles bounce through publishers. So there you go.
What issue is that?
Gold Key.
Yeah.
I have the Marvel one somewhere.
Yeah, I got these ones. I got the Marvel ones.
Hey, Styx, what issue was that? What number?
I'd have to look inside.
And again, Gold Key books are treated like absolute dog shit. So when you find Gold Key in decent shape,
actually got a read back and forth.
Especially these books that have a key in it, because the Gold Key there is your first Scooby-Doo. Those
28.
Those tend to go for.
And there's something special about this one. There's something special about this one.
Is it a
Mark Jeweler?
Whip?
Nice.
What?
Mark Jeweler.
Mark Jeweler is my friend.
Wow.
I'll trade you my Doctor Who for that. The 9-4 Doctor Who. Whole premiere.
But Hanna-Barbera did have a Scooby-Doo series. It also went out through Marvel as well. It sells okay. The breadwinner here is going to be the Gold Key. But Archie Comics also rebooted the Scooby-Doo series back.
I didn't know that.
A while back as well. And that book it's not a bad book for, $15, $20.
Mm-hmm. Look, it's got Scrap. Someone was asking for Scrappy, so Scrappy's right there. That's the only Scrappy you're getting.
I got Jinky's magnet right there. There you go. There's Jinky's magnet.
Nice.
There you go.
There you go.
What the hell?
Jinkies.
How much? Just when I think you couldn't sink any lower, Joe.
Hey,
there's plenty of depths I can plumb.
That episode.
I can really imagine.
It was awesome.
We'll talk over a beer in Baltimore.
Next up on the list, Powerpuff Girl books are dirt cheap.
Ooh.
Yes, they are.
But
Mojo Jojo.
Much like now, there's a few properties that I did leave off the spotlight tonight, which will be on the next spotlight, regular show, Adventure Time, stuff like that. A lot of these, especially if they move to IDW, you have those RIs, which are always nice ratios. The new Powerpuff Girls, which is on the far right there, the new series that launched, has a lot of great Mojo Jojo covers. Again, through the DC Cartoon Network piece, you have kind of a first issue there, and then kind of a reboot of a soft reboot there of a first issue for Powerpuff Girls. And then you have the most recent, I think it's a 1-in-25 version of Mojo Jojo. I like Powerpuff Girls.
They were supposed to make a live action movie and they got canned.
Yeah, which is a good thing. That they
did not
a live action of that.
The people in that I would have wanted.
And there's no reason to make that a live action. If they want to put an animated movie up, I would be happy to see that. But God, I don't need live action. Futurama comics. Futurama comics are another one that can go for a good bit of money. The Futurama one that's there is actually the Comic-Con variant. You see the little badge there that's in the front there. That's how you kind of tell it apart. And I believe that the regular number one has a little bit of a darker red sky versus the orange sky that you get on the Comic-Con edition. But if you find that book in good condition, that book goes for a nice grip of money.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I dropped the one from the thumbnail off because I figured, well, it's just a Futurama book, and I figured I would go instead with 83 on the end there, which is the last book of that Bongo run. I'm a big fan of not only getting first issues, but also when there's low print runs for books, getting the last issue, especially if it's something that runs as long as this did, and it's from a publisher that wasn't that large. So I threw 83 in there, just for the simple fact that it's a good book to have, last book of the run. And of course, the Delivery Boy Man cover is always highly sought after as well.
Action Comics.
Always sells quite well, and will go for a good amount of money in pretty decent shape. There was so much to choose from The Simpsons. I just picked a few. You have the comics, The Simpsons comics and stories. That is the first Simpsons comic, not Simpsons #1. That is the one to have. The Radioactive Man cover, you can't go wrong with that little short run of Radioactive Man.
Look out! Radioactive Man.
All the Radioactive Man covers in that are great, but the big old any Mushroom Cloud cover is always a winner for me. And the first Treehouse of Horror always sells pretty well too. I mean, again, a lot of these comic properties that were more based for kids to probably buy are all beat to shit. I mean, so many of these books are just beat to hell. So when you find some of these in decent shape, it's a nice thing to find and throw in the box. I did throw G.I. Joe in there just for the hell of it, because how can you not throw G.I. Joe in there? G.I. Joe #1. You got your McFarlane cover on that G.I. Joe Special #1, and the good old Purple Rain homage on the Snake Eyes Storm Shadow IDW book. All three are winners. All three will always go for a decent amount of money, and that Snake Eyes Storm Shadow is still the best Purple Rain homage.
You gotta show
I say that as a Batgirl fan. That Snake Eyes Storm Shadow cover is still the best.
That's a great cover. You got to show the silent issue. That's the issue that goes for big money too.
Oh, it definitely does. I love also the fact on that Purple Rain homage that you do have Baroness standing in the doorway in the back as well.
Oh yeah,
which is nice.
She's in the background.
Oh yeah,
creeping. He's creeping.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gem books are also pretty cheap, except for this. I believe it's a 1/100. The black and white there is an Art Germ cover. So for you Art Germ fans out there, there's a color version of this as well, but the black and white is the one that's probably the gem book to have, next to Bartel's first work on the far right, which I think is Gem 7. That Art Germ black and white is
You never listen to Skid Row? Come on. God damn it, man. What is with these people that don't listen to stuff, man? They're up there our age and never listen to Skid Row or music and watch cartoons and TV. Gee. Where were people hiding and doing things? I'm sorry. You got it, but how can you not listen to Skid Row? Skid Row was one of the biggest bands in the 80s, man. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, if you never went below the sweater above the bra on a good rock ballad, I don't know. You're doing something wrong.
I remember you. How did this guy not know Skid Row? Come on.
Oh, I got that gem from a Discord.
Movie Madness Entertainment. He's
the black and white.
Nice. That is probably one of the best gem books to have.
Yeah, I got it in. Guy gave it to me for like a discount.
Yeah, and the other two are Bartel. Bartel has her first cover there on gem number 7 on the far right there. So if you're a Gem Bartel fan, there you go. There's your first cover.
Where's the Misfit cover?
Sells pretty well as well.
Misfit cover. Where's the Misfits? Is
Right
that
there in the
the middle? All right. Yeah. Look different.
No.
It is good to know. Yeah, you got the Misfits on the cover there.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, Max.
What music? What are you talking about? Oh,
Listen, if you need music, I can tell you music. I got the absurd rock bands from the 80s and stuff like that. They're all great music, man. I got a whole freaking Rolodex of music.
I just turned them on to Waylon Jennings. All right.
Jesus, really? Come on, man. Oh.
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
I go wrong with Waylon Jennings.
I'm a huge Waylon Jennings fan.
Why don't you turn him out of Alabama too?
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
And
Some people.
Or the Oak Ridge Boys.
I do like the Oak Ridge Boys. I do like the Oak Ridge Boys.
Bop, bop.
So the Herculoids is another one. Bounced around titles. You do have the good old gold key stuff. Not to be confused with Thundar and the Barbarians.
No,
that was that's the best.
Which will be in part 2.
Cartoon.
I am looking forward to that series so hard. Good Lord.
Thundar
we can watch it in Baltimore, Styx.
Thundar will be in part 2, but I went with the Herculoids for this one, mainly because Gleep and Gloop are fantastic.
I do not listen to Journey. Stop.
But good gold key books.
Journey's awesome, dude. What are you talking about, man?
No. Stop.
The Cartoon Network stuff is still good and dirt cheap. But that Toonami one is one that commands probably more money than most for Herculoid covers. I think you had some Future Quest covers as well. I think there might have been Alex Ross Herculoids cover as well.
A lot of them were Alex Ross, actually.
See, I like that, man. Friggin'
he did that whole Future Quest series.
Mm-hmm.
Future Quest was great.
Falcon and friggin' and Mutt. What's Dynamite? Dynamite and Falcon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Blue Falcon and Dynamite.
Yeah, Blue Falcon and Dynamite. I got that Funko Pops, limited to 3,000 pieces each.
I don't have that. I gotta get I want the Hong Kong Fooey one.
Yeah, and I forgot that Marvel put out a Hanna-Barbera TV Stars series as well. So yeah,
what issues? That's 3. I have issues 1 and 2. I think. I don't think I have this one.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of some of those old Hanna-Barbera titles, you kind of have to poach through a lot of different publishers to kind of complete
that TV Stars Marvel Comics. That's a newsstand.
Yep.
Certainly.
But what year was that? You know,
which one?
82.
It was
the
TV Stars.
It was either late 70s or early 80s. It was either sometime between 79 and 82.
I'm thinking 82.
Yo, the Animaniacs is coming up next. My favorite cartoons. Hello, Nurse.
Yeah, there was
Wacko and Dot.
There's way too many good covers on this as well. Just
Freakazoid.
So you know what's funny? They said there was something on YouTube that just came out now saying, he goes, when cartoons go adult, and they had some adult things, he goes, you can't say that. They certain things. It was just on Instagram actually the other day.
Cartoons have always been adult.
Always been kid friendly. That's why it says kid friendly. It goes over the kids' heads. All the adults know.
Because a lot of times they know parents are watching with their kids, and to keep the parents interested, you throw in a little, over the head humor.
Yeah, I loved
keep the parents happy too.
It was a perfect.
Hey, I get that reference. Type stuff.
I was a young teen when the Animaniacs came out, so it was just good enough humor that I could find the adult things funny while still watching cartoons. But yeah, the Pulp Fiction cover is always the winner out of that run.
I have that cover at CGC right now.
There you go.
The DC Universe cover.
I didn't say it. You did.
Yeah. Which one? The Animaniacs?
Yes, I have that number. What's that? Number 9. and I had that Pink in the Brain #1 graded a 9.6 on DCU variant.
Nice. I had to throw the other Animaniacs book in there because that is also the first appearance of Freakazoid, I believe, in comics.
Yep.
So if you're looking through those cheap boxes, like I said, people are going to pick out the Pulp Fiction one every time, but the Freakazoid cover, that is the first Freakazoid in comics. So if you like that property, or who knows where any of these properties go at this point, because that nostalgia resurgence is going to hit that generation sooner rather than later.
I think they got Funko Pops of Yakko, Wacko, and Dot. They do, I think.
And I can't resist putting Pinky the Brain there, as they had their own run as well. So
Pinky the Brain
was awesome.
That's my favorite part of that. That and I always liked the pigeons there, the good feathers.
Good feathers, yeah. Real good.
Yeah, I for Tom and Jerry, I couldn't put their first appearance on there because the drawings of Buckwheat would probably get us demonetized and cause some issues.
Okay.
Because Tom and Jerry first appeared in Our Gang Comics.
Don't look at me.
Then they later...
Jesus, Bruce.
I got nothing to say on the topic.
I believe it was around...
So stupid. It's a comic book.
Didn't want to offend anybody. It's older tropes of old 40s stuff. So
no, the people make it problematic.
Oh, stop, Dom. Move on.
Dude, come on, everything is problematic.
It's problematic because it is problematic.
Here's the only thing I'll say on that subject is if you go back to like books like this and you have an issue, move along. If someone does it in a current book, then give them shit.
It reminds me of the Cobra Commander without the hood. They took the freaking Cobra Commander without the hood. They won't freaking make it because he has a hood. Big fucking deal, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's a little silly. The things from the 40s and the 30s and stuff like that, it hits people different ways. But the Our Gang comic series that was out initially is what introduced Tom and Jerry into the run. This Dell run later became Our Gang with Tom and Jerry. Around issue 42 or 43, and then it just basically became a Tom and Jerry book. And you also had later Dell books as well, and some of the other stuff that was later. But I don't know, Tom and Jerry after like 1990 or so became unbearable to watch.
The new Tom and Jerry, the old stuff was good.
The old stuff, they were adversary. The newer stuff, it was just weird and dumb and didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I never cared for the text Avery stuff, but that's just me.
Yep.
Had to add some Smurfs. Why not? Spirou, which I believe is a French publication. This is issue 1072. Is your first appearance of Smurfs in comics. You can see them up there around the trade dress up there.
Really?
So for all you foreign comic fans, there you go. There's your first Smurfs.
I had
that,
all
of course,
the PVC figures. I had
shopping
bags full of those things.
I have a Smurf Village.
I used to have all that stuff. I gave it to my brother, and he gave it to some girl named
here we
Wanda.
go.
Yeah. Wanda. We lived.
That must have been some girl. I gotta tell you, that must have been some girl to give him. He gave everything you had.
My toys to that girl he liked, and she took them. And then it's funny because she put them all over the floor, and her father came home to there were mice.
What? That's dumb.
He turned on the light. He seen all these like little things on the floor. He thought they were mice.
They were a bear to step on because they had no give in them at all.
Oh, they were solid.
They were. And the original ones are worth money, man. I had
a whole set of them. I got rid of them.
Mine. Yeah,
got rid of them 40 years ago.
Of course you do, Styx. You still have the chewing gum you had when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Under my desk.
Blackjack or clove?
Oh, there you
go. Marvel put out the first run of Smurfs. So yeah, this Smurfs #1 there with Gargamel on the cover. Yeah. And then there was an oversized book that was put out as well that goes for a little bit. It's on the far right there. Yeah, it was a one shot.
So they were saying that Gargamel was on drugs and he was seeing things. And
he looked like one of my college professors who also happened to be a Benedictine monk that wore the long robes.
Oh, really?
And he looked like Gargamel, so it was like it was perfect.
That's great.
It's fantastic. Care Bears, not a property I care much for, so that's why I had to just put Grumpy as the image there. But in terms of books that are you have the Care Bears #1, which sells for a little bit. The Marvel Anniversary one is always sought after. That's probably the best Care Bears book to get. But I did want to throw in this one on the far right because it did have a nice cameo of Matt Balls.
Yep,
that was good. That was
not their first appearance, but the cameo.
That was a weird crossover at the time.
It is. It's a great book.
Yeah, I was. If I'm gonna get a Care Bear book, that's probably the one I'm gonna get.
And if they're newsstands, the newsstand ones are worth money. That's what you have to get.
Oh yeah. Speed Racer was always fun.
Go Speed Racer.
Now Publications put out the original Speed Racer comic.
I used to like Speed Racer.
You did have a Wildstorm series that came out briefly as well, and there was a solo series for Racer X as well. So if you're a Speed Racer fan,
yes,
I didn't delve too much into the Japanese stuff because so many of these things have so many mangas out there.
Delve, yeah.
Do Robotech?
No, not this time. Not this time around. Like I said, hey, there's so many that we will easily be able to fill up a full slot for another round of these.
Oh, easy.
Just for Bruce, had to throw Sailor Moon. The only books worth of shit are Sailor Moon 1. Mainly,
which one?
Mainly those.
I have a 9.8. This guy.
Of which one?
I don't want him to laugh.
Hey, Bruce, you dress up Sailor Moon when you go to cons?
Yeah, I'm gonna shine my moonlight all in your mouth. How's that? Fuck out of here.
Those cons exclusives on
Stay
the
in your
middle,
lane,
right?
Dom. Stay in your lane.
I think there's a white one as well. So you have the pink one, the white one, and the foiled one.
That Sailor Moon to the left, I actually picked up when I was with Styx.
Yep.
Yeah, we were at a con together.
Which one? The pink one?
No, the one on the left.
No, the silver.
Silver?
Yeah, the silver one. The silver one.
The pink one?
Yeah, the silver one's over $1,000 book.
Yep. Oh, damn.
The pink one's a good solid.
Yeah, you got that in Syracuse.
600 to 800.
Yep.
But you can pick up Sailor Moon 1 to the far left far more reasonably.
Yeah, I have two Sailor Moon books. I know that not #1, but it might be like 4 and 5 or something like that.
Yes, I will.
There we go. Biking my spin
yeah, now that the series was rebooted, and there's some news for that. I just threw a few Biker Mike from Mars. We got one #1 there from the Marvel run. There's that second there. This was the second one there, I believe, is the UK Marvel Biker Mice from Mars #1. So again, if you're a foreign collector, I think those are stickers that come in there as well. So you do have a foreign there if you want to consider the UK foreign. I always feel like it's kind of like Canadian versions. It's like, but it is a different cover. It is a different book. So, and then of course the most recent ratio, the Akira homage for Biker Mice from Mars.
I haven't read that series yet,
and I hope somebody gets this joke. They'll literally be like,
can't remember what the joke is, but I know.
Here I come the day.
Yeah, I figured there'd be 2 or 3 people that would get it. Mighty Mouse is one of the older properties that I pulled out of here because Mighty Mouse goes all the way back to the 40s with that Terry Toons, which is the first Mighty Mouse, which I think ended up, it might have been through Timely or Atlas that was publishing this at the time. But it makes its way to Marvel eventually. So you have the Terry Toons as the first appearance. You get the first solo series with Mighty Mouse, and then the awesome reboot with a great homage on there on a Marvel book that's kind of funny.
Yeah,
it's it amuses me. I threw a few Transformers in. They'll probably make their way to a second slide as well when we do the list again, because there's just way too many great Transformers covers.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
From
it might be something to do as a separate show.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like there's so many good covers that
you could always do a good variant cover thing down the road. The variant covers.
All the hardcover stuff from IDW goes for a ridiculous amount. The trades go for a ton. There's a lot of good Transformers books, but in that original Marvel run, you had some. You got the last issue there, which I found amusing that they put number 80 in a 4-issue limited series at the top.
It was a 4-issue limited series, and it got popular, and they
just kept running.
Yep.
And you got the Death of Starscream in there as well, and I just kind of dig the old Obama
propaganda.
Art for the old change into a truck.
Yeah.
It's just a great cover, which is not easy to find. You don't see that come up too often. And I think it was just a 1 in 10, but you don't see that book come up very often.
I've seen it.
I'd be remiss not to put in Ren and Stimpy, which was a large part of my early teen years. Fantastic book, great comic, fantastic. Pure Images is actually going to be your first appearance of Ren and Stimpy, so people that grab the old scratch and sniff first copy of Ren and Stimpy #1, not first appearance, Ren and Stimpy, it's in Pure Images. So if you're looking for your first Ren and Stimpy, that's where it is. And then they also did the Ren and Stimpy show special, the one shot of the Powdered Toast Man special. Love Powdered Toast Man. Spumco was great. The animation at this time was fantastic. It was amazing. Beavis and Butthead is dirt cheap. You can buy all this Beavis and Butthead stuff.
These books took a little price hike when they said they were coming back. When
they did the little
comeback.
When they redid the cartoon.
Yeah, I didn't know Jim Lee did Transformers covers.
He did a cover of Galvatron.
Yeah.
Huh. Well,
I don't think it's that hard to find, but I think it has a little value to it.
I think I'm looking now, and it said he did a run of Transformers 49 to 53 and 89.
Yeah.
Log. Huh. Yeah, I love Ren and Stimpy. The Beavis and Butthead stuff, though, this whole run is pretty dirt cheap now. I mean, even #1 is cheap again.
There's two versions. There's the pink glove and a red glove.
Mm-hmm. But there's some fun covers that pop up in there as well. So always fun. I didn't want to delve too much into Marvel and DC stuff, but I had to pay it some homage. So you got your Batman Beyond, which was pretty much right at the same time as the comic, because it was in '99. Good old Super Friends. Can't go wrong with Super Friends. Batman Adventures, just a fantastic series all around. It was great in comics. It was great as a cartoon. And I'm a Firestar fan, so I have to throw my Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends on there, which is the best. Very
Spider-Man Amazing Friends. The newsstand one is good, and I remember when Firestar came back.
Don't remind me. I thought I was going to get a 9.8 on my copy. It came back a 9.2. I was so pissed.
It sucks.
We threw some Thundercats in here.
Ooh!
I have a Danish issue of #1.
Nice. So we got the old Star Comics #1 there. There's also I believe this is the UK version that had a prismatic badge.
Oh.
I believe glued to the cover.
Yeah.
So if you happen to see this in the wild and wondering why there's a big tear in the middle, It's
Just the
probably just the
badge.
prismatic badge was ripped off of it.
It's like the tattoos in the first Hobgoblin. Make sure those tattoos are in there.
What?
What
are you talking about?
Yeah,
if it's not in there, just grab it from another book. Put it in. Oh, sorry.
What?
The one that always gets me is checking books
never
for
mind.
Marvel value stamps.
Damn.
Marvel value stamps are always tough.
Gotta go. I've never done that in my life.
Okay.
More than 10 times.
Medicine.
And then you had a handful of little reboots here and there for Thundercats.
Yeah.
The
and of course,
Thundercats He-Man crossover was one of the best series. I enjoyed that series.
it was one of the few crossovers that kind of made sense. They love to cross over these characters with other properties that just don't make any fucking sense.
They're battling with two big swords.
Wait, you mean He-Man and Turtles doesn't make sense?
That actually makes sense.
What, Turtles and He-Man?
No,
That makes sense to you.
Because they're
What this one?
I
the attorney.
Yeah, I purposely left off
Yeah.
Turtles from this
That doesn't make sense.
for the simple fact that it was a comic first.
Here's one that doesn't make sense right here. Justice League versus Power Rangers.
Well, they had Justice Superman versus Thundercats too. That came out.
No.
Well, they had was it the Planet Ape crossover? Green Lantern.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes made sense. The Planet of the
Well, they
Apes.
also had Planet of the Apes and Star Trek.
That
too,
actually
so-
made sense. That crossover. Planet of the Apes and Kong.
And then because there's not a ton of these books through these runs that are worth a shit.
Mass Crusaders working overtime, fighting crime, fighting crime.
And so many of these, I mean, I guess the issue with our generation is everything was kind of thrown out at once in terms of you would have a toy, you would have a cartoon,
Had toys
you would
for
have a
everything.
comic, and you would have a breakfast cereal. That's just the way it worked. And they slammed them all out at once. You know, I mean, a lot of these
Galaxy
properties,
Rangers, man.
They all came out at the same time too.
yeah, and a lot of these, you know, I think Sectar's only had, or it was
Yeah,
Sectar's only had one season of a cartoon.
And 12 issues.
I had the cart.
Yeah.
I had the toys for Sectars.
What the hell is Brave Star?
Brave Star.
Brave Star.
You know what Brave
Brave
Star?
Star didn't really have a comic though. I have a small
Brave
one of
Star.
the
Brave
inserts.
Star. He was a guy. He had the strength of a bear, the speed of a cheetah. He was like a mix up. He was like a
Eyes of the hawk, ears of
Yeah.
the bull.
And his character
Brave
is
Star.
basically
Brave
shaped
Star.
like a repurposed He-Man figure.
Brave
Eyes of the
Star.
bear.
But
Be
Silverhawks,
the woman.
I think there's a lot of. I mean, people love Mask.
What about the Galaxy Rangers?
I didn't have
There- The hardest to find mask one is there was a you will think it's coverless, but it never had a cover. There was like an insert for somewhere, and I'm looking for that.
Nice. Well, I'll throw them on the list. I have the small. It's not necessarily a comic as much as it is
I have a
small
activity
book.
book.
Yeah, I have some of the Brave Star books, but not comics.
They had the toys. They're coming out. They actually coming out with a new figure of a Brave Star, but it's not called Brave Star because they don't have the rights to Brave Star.
Sonic's coming in the next run there, Damien.
Tiger Sharks is another one. There's Voltron.
Yeah, I'd throw some Voltron and Battle of the Planets in there as well.
Nice. That Legend of the Forge. That Legend Forge. That's actually a great book. You know,
There were some weird covers on that Battle of the Planets Princess run. On the far right there. There were some interesting covers. In
The
that
anime
run.
one is really
Yeah. But the original that original Gold Key run is all those covers are gorgeous. They're all beautiful.
get your
covers.
Voltron books. Live action's coming soon. They greenlit.
What are you
Yep,
talking
and
about? What are
you
you
get your
reading this?
You can get your Jenny Frizen there on the
Oh,
Devil's Due.
Voltron. They get a
That's
green light.
expensive.
Prime, Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime.
That was like a
and-
year ago.
No, not a year ago. They just recently said it.
Where?
Go look at the thing.
What thing?
It's a big Leader One fan.
You want me to go look at your thing? I'll look at your thing.
And not that thing. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm talking about the thing you freaking look at all your news from. What are you talking about? You
Go
perv?
online.
Come
Go
on.
online. Go online and check.
I'm online.
do
Oh,
that.
before you do that, I want to show some of my comic property stuffy.
Do it.
All right. Let's see. Hold on.
If I pull my stuff all out, I'd
It's
be
me.
here all day.
Ewoks, number 1.
There you go.
G.I. Joe, number 1.
Ooh.
Ooh. That biker mice that you showed.
There you go.
Animaniacs.
Nice.
DC Universe.
Animaniacs. Voltron. Batman Adventures.
That's why there's a secondary list coming of another 25 properties.
Actually a He-Man cover. Well, it's actually a
Skeletor.
Eternity War. Skeletor Eternity War cover.
Or
And just to piss off Dom.
that mimic guy, whatever his name is.
Nothing to do with the topic, but
A little
Nice.
negative space.
I know you're gonna have that in Baltimore for me, so that's great, man. Appreciate it.
you out of your mind, out of here.
Yeah, there's so many properties. There's
Yeah,
so many I
Boba Fett
wanted to
fans,
work in for that, but
I had one out in a raft a few months ago.
Yeah.
Oops.
That's the
Yeah,
first,
that-
second printing.
what do you got for us news-wise?
I don't know. What we got for the news? Let's go. First up,
Probably gonna troll us. So let's go.
Lee Jing-jae said he was quite surprised by the Alkalites cancellation.
No, he didn't.
Honestly, I'm hoping that maybe there could be changes in the future.
Who cares?
Well,
His character's dead.
You know what? The look, you know,
Yeah,
the reality of the viewers on this, people didn't view it. They actually said they were going to binge watch it. They never did. The lowest rating for a finale.
Well, that's not true because
It kind of sucks. You know why it kind of sucks?
that
Because
came from it came from a source. It has been verified with a lot about what happened to the Alkalite. So,
well, look, at the end of the day, this could have killed this.
it's going to be
this
rebranded. I
this-
trust Degrassi.
But this possibly killed any hope of any of the High Republic stuff they're going to put on Disney Plus.
no. I don't
If you
think so.
really think about it, nobody.
What's your
wants-
doom and gloom lately?
I'm just saying the fact is that Disney mishandled this property, thinking that anything they put out with Star Wars is going to be good.
You like this property?
I
You
did like
this.
it. No, I did like it. I did.
So how did they mishandle it?
I'm not going to say they mishandled it. That it could have been a lot better.
Like
could've been a lot
most Star
better.
Wars properties are way better.
What?
Soul didn't have to be a creeper. That would have been a nice,
Yeah.
nice change in the plot.
You know. I know
We got
it was-
creepers on the
Oh, yeah,
panel.
Well, we'll see if they do an animated series. Damn. You know, but okay,
Just
it's not
kidding.
like-
I'm
love
creeping.
you,
I'm out in the open. I'm not creeping.
He was like, he was out in the open. You know, he made his intentions very clear. I'm taking your daughter.
you know, it
I'm
just
smitten with this
it
girl. I've
wasn't
known
money
for 5
thing.
minutes.
think about it. If you don't have the viewership and you put $180 million, look, Andor's storytelling was phenomenal.
Yep.
That's how
You didn't like Andor.
It's hard
You
to
didn't
shit
like
on
Andor.
Andor.
I love
It's
Andor.
very hard to shit on Andor because
But the whole thing
it was
about
a
Andor,
quality
you know how you know
show.
the writing was better in Andor when you had second and third characters have important arcs talking that made you feel for the characters, and that's what they did, and that's what they didn't do with this series. And you know what? Look, don't get me wrong. I like the series. It was brand new characters. It had great potential, but it's just the way they put it out there. And
How did they
No
put it
one-
out there, Dom?
how
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
put it out there, they know.
Okay.
Look, the viewership dropped after the first two episodes, dropped dramatically. And when that witch episode came on,
Power of many.
you know, that really busted everyone's nut when it came to this. They did not.
Yeah,
Coming back. Throwing it back
it was.
for the winner.
I personally think it was better than Boba Fett. It was better than Obi-Wan.
Well, I mean, those are pretty
Well,
low
listen,
bars.
Look,
It was better than Ahsoka.
And Ahsoka was much better.
Eh,
Ahsoka was much better. The only thing that was wrong with Ahsoka, I'll tell you,
I thought they were about the same.
execution. The execution. The two things that really made Ahsoka bad was giving Sabine force powers right away, have force powers, and then the meeting of Sabine finding Ezra, and just that stupid exchange. She
still had more training than Luke.
I just fast forward.
Luke had a lot of training, dude. What are you talking about? Luke became a Jedi master because he trained. Stop the bullshit.
Oh, stop! He didn't have that much training in the first.
Yes, he did have more training. Stop. He did have more training. Come on.
He took the correspondence course. Now shut up.
Yes.
It's not like Ray. Oh, I'm nobody left on this planet. All of a sudden,
here we go with
Ray.
But again, why are we getting? Why do we care about what he thinks about it? His character's dead. It's like Aunt Beru.
I was wondering the same way.
Empire Strikes Back.
He garnered a lot of fans because of the show. The support for him on social media has been really good for him and
to bring him back to life,
and Manny Jacinto. So
is he going to be a Force ghost in the second series?
Look, Boba Fett, the Scooby Kids.
Why not?
Look, I'm still trying to figure out.
Everybody else is a Force ghost.
Deep breath.
Manny Jacinto was the only interesting character in that series.
You know who was good?
Amanda Steinberg. They never fleshed out May and Osha, even though they had plenty of screen time. They never really fleshed out those characters for you to give a shit about either of them.
She was bad. The friggin' her sister was bad. The May was bad, and then they changed her around. All of a sudden, the good sister term it wasn't executed right. And don't get me wrong, like I said again, I like the Acolyte. I liked it more than I thought I would, but at the same time, I understand why this happened because it did not generate.
You were giving it 4 or 5 out of 5 every week.
I know.
Correct?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
My problem with Acolyte is that I thought the series should have started from the earliest point and came all the way forward instead of having so many flashbacks. They should have just started where the flashbacks were from.
You know, the 2 episodes that were the witches, that was exactly the same. They should have just changed it.
But this property will continue on in books, or his characters can pop up anywhere, or is
they can't pop up anywhere because they're all dead. They're all dead. They can pop up.
I'm talking about the leftover characters for the show.
Everybody who's left. All 3 of them.
Vanessa Rowe.
She lit up the screen, didn't she?
Yo, listen. There was a scene. There was a interview. They had the whole cast sitting down. She's in the back with her like a frown on her face, like she's she has no personality. That girl.
She's a good actress. What are you talking about?
She has no personality.
Who? The Vanessa Rowe character?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about her? They use about what's her name?
No.
Well, I've seen her in other stuff. She's a good actress. I don't know. You can't blame the actors for what they're giving and how they direct it.
Look,
I don't think she was
considering her partner was the director and writer.
Yep,
for the most part.
I think. And on top of that, when you have interviews and you make wrong assumptions that Anakin Skywalker blew up the Death Star and stuff like that.
Oh my God! Are you going to hold that against the character because he said that?
You have to. That's the downfall. That's the downfall.
That's a downfall of a franchise because an actor made a mistake.
No, that make a mistake. It's just that you got to know your shit. And then when
Lucasfilm was smart, they would not do these press junkets.
I don't think you could hold a candle to what Marco knows in Star Wars. Just saying. Just saying.
Hey, listen.
You haven't read everything. You don't know all the lore, do you?
Yeah, I used to read the books. No, listen. I don't give. Marco's full of shit too. I'm gonna tell you straight out. He's full of shit. He's full of shit when it comes to the story too.
I'm going to the monitor again.
Fucking outrageous.
He knows less than he talks about. So, and I'm saying it right here. And he has to say, I'll tell him like that.
I think you should challenge Marco to debate in Star Wars.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Yeah, my masturbate in Star Wars. That's the only debate he's gonna do.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh, the Force is with you.
All kidding aside, the fact is that he may.
I didn't think they would go this way, Terry.
He may know a little bit more than I do. A little bit more.
A little bit more. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes. Breaking news. Yes. Marco is full of shit. We will not be making Marco the focus of our show. Moving on.
Marco, I love you, man. You're a good dude.
Moving on because Dom doesn't know how to talk civilly about Star Wars.
I do.
There we go, Timmy. Tamura Morrison and Jacob Batalon have been cast in Jason Momoa and Dave Bautista's buddy cop action movie, The Wrecking Crew. The film follows two estranged
have you seen all the weight
brothers
that Batista's lost? Have you seen all the weight that Batista's lost?
No. Work together to unravel the conspiracy behind their father's murder. No.
Wait a minute.
Batista.
So
that's Jacob Batalon. That's from the Spider-Man movie.
Spider-Man. I think this is a movie that he was talking about. He said Dave. He didn't say Dave Bautista. He said Jason Momoa. I don't know what the hell. Hey, I don't know.
It's Jason Momoa and
this
Dave
is what he
Bautista.
talked about. This is the movie he was talking to me about.
Yes, I know that, Dom. That's why I put it on the slide, because we talked about this on the phone. I thought you wanted to talk about this. See, I do think about you when I'm doing my slides, Dom. But you know, as always, you make it all about you, and no one else is allowed to speak because
I know that
Dom
guy.
is the whole damn show and the center of the world.
Know that
the
guy.
sun revolves around Dom's head. Just saying. At the end of the day, Dom is full of shit.
So Dom, tell us, what else did he tell you about the show?
Go ahead,
No, he just told me about this, a little bit about it. That was it. He just said when I asked him about I told him about when I asked him about the Mandalorian Grogu movie, he changed the subject and said this.
So Wrecking Crew. Yeah, right. Is he going to be the one with the magic crowbar? Or is that a different Wrecking Crew?
Is this an original or is this a remake? Wrecking Crew sounds very familiar.
It sounds very familiar.
Every time I hear Wrecking Crew, I think of the Marvel version.
The Marvels. She-Hulk. Oh, it was a 1968 movie, same title, with one of my favorite singers of all time, Dean Martin, and Sharon Tate, and Nancy Kwan, and Nigel Green, and
didn't work out.
Tina Louise was in this. Ooh.
I've probably seen it, but I don't remember.
This is about a robbery, a heist, a gold heist. It's not about finding out a killer of their father's murder. So it's same title but different plot.
Thought the title sounded familiar, but hopefully it's an original movie. I just want more original story. I'm so tired of franchises.
I want to apologize, Scott, for going on my Dom rant. I love Dom. We get along.
Told you
outside of work.
Told you were trolling. Keep going.
I was not trolling. But you know, we'll see where this goes. It's Jason Momoa. He's fun.
Yeah, you got Jason Momoa. You got Jason Momoa. You got Dave Bautista. You got Tamir Morrison. So it should be a pretty. Will
they have a bat? Was it a Bata tank in this?
I like.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like 50% Momoa. I don't like 100% Momoa. 100% Momoa is too much Momoa for me. It's like Fast and Furious Momoa is that's too much for me.
Well, the good thing is a lot of women want 100% of Momoa.
Oh, that's fine. I'm talking about his acting. And
I like him in Stargate Atlantis.
Well, he doesn't try anymore. Like most actors after a certain point in their career, they just stop trying because they realize
over
their
the top
limits.
at times. It's a little too much.
Yep. All right. Next up, James Spader will return as Ultron in the Vision series, releasing in 2026 on Disney Plus. Vision will be the third part of a trilogy.
Oh.
It started with WandaVision, continues with Agatha all along, and concludes in the Vision series. So, if you have not watched WandaVision, time to do so because you will be lost by the time Vision rolls around.
And watch it again. It's been a long time since I watched it.
Agatha all along.
And listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'll tell you this right now. Don't look for Mephisto because he's not in it.
What? Who's looking for Mephisto?
Oh, because in friggin'
you don't know that yet.
It was all about Mephisto and Nightmare and all that stuff like that.
Agatha all along is all about the dark arts and
it's
contracts with demons, and so you never know who could pop up.
Flashback kind of series. It takes place in...
You didn't hear from me. Mark Hamill's going to be Nightmare.
Sure.
You didn't hear from me.
Well, Mark Hamill is the greatest voice actor ever.
Oh yeah.
So
Casey Kasem.
Yeah, Casey Kasem as well.
Yeah, but
Casey Kasem did so many different voices
Actually, Billy West
really did one voice, but
Billy West is the best voice actor.
Casey Kasem did Shaggy and Cliff Jumper, and a lot of other freaking characters.
Cliff Jumper. Oh,
Cliff Jumper from Transformers.
Oh, Transformers Cliff Jumper. Yeah. Well, he also did a whole lot of that Hanna-Barbera. He did. He was the voice of Robin in one of those iterations.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stargate Momoa is the right amount of Momoa.
Yeah, now listen, you want the right amount of
volume of Momoa.
You know, listen, Stargate is cool. You get Momoa when he's first coming up and acting in Baywatch.
Yeah.
That was stop Baywatch.
He was in the Baywatch movie?
Baywatch TV show.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know. That was a long time ago. How old was he?
He was young. He was in his 20s.
He's not old now. I know. Okay.
Well, he's
nice to see James Spader getting a paycheck.
Exactly.
Always like Spader.
Yeah, because he hasn't really worked since the Blacklist.
Yeah, Blacklist.
I thought that shit went on a long time, and I'm sure he got a dump truck of money to do that shit show.
Yeah, I love that show. That show was great.
Blacklist, I like Blacklist.
Blacklist was good.
The first season was okay, and then it's
him, James Spader, and William Shatner in Boston Legal. That was good.
Boston Legal. Yeah, I was gonna say Boston Legal.
Yeah,
Boston Legal was good.
Yeah,
James Spader in The Secretary was fantastic.
James Spader in Seinfeld was good.
Nobody watches Seinfeld.
Yeah,
James Spader
in the ice cream shop.
The ice cream shop. Yeah. Because step one, be kind to the customer.
All right, moving on. James Gunn tweeted out,
"What the hell is this?
Can't wait to see some of these moments and the thousands or more like them on the big and small screen. Thanks for the fun thread, Captain Mohanda." He tweeted out a pack of Choco's cookies. And for all the DC fans, you will know that Choco's cookies are Martian Manhunter's favorite cookies from when he first had them in Justice League International. So Martian Manhunter is coming to DC.
They are the fake Oreos, the bogus Oreos.
Yes.
The great value of Oreos.
Exactly.
Yes. Dollar store Oreos.
Actually,
those are Hydrox.
Don't actually some of those other cookies are really good. Those the cookies, the second knockoffs are really good.
What
the only knockoff cookies I eat is peanut butter cream sandwiches.
What book is this picture from?
Oh, that's from Martian Manhunter 24 or 25.
I've never seen that one with Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. I've never seen that.
Oh, really?
I've never seen that.
Oh, let me see. Let me make sure. Because I think that's the thing cover. Is it?
I'll have to put that on my list. Of course, a lot of those series that are off-brand, like Martian Manhunter, that I don't really pay attention to. I'm sure I've missed a lot of Booster Gold appearances.
Hold on, let me see.
No, I will say the Newman's Own knockoff of Oreos are actually pretty damn good.
I like the double stuffs. So
we know you like to be double stuffed.
Oh God, okay.
Damn, Styx.
Extra.
I'm trying to find I posted it on.
You can look later.
It's actually Martian Manhunter 24 and from 2000.
Okay. 24. Okay.
From the pages of Justice League of America.
So are people now doing Cookie Spec? Cookie Spec is where we're at.
Yes, the first time he had the cookie was in Justice League International #8, the first appearance of the cookies.
Oh, Jesus.
You will see that book move for some dumbass reason.
You will.
Thanks to Bruce.
Some dumbass will go out there and run that book up from $0.25 to $2.
Just remember, you saw it here first. That's in League International 8. I think of that.
Yeah. Keep feeding the FOMO. Keep feeding that FOMO.
Yeah. Actually, it's actually a stupid cover, actually. Huh. But anyway, moving on.
$1 plus. Cookies.
Kings like me devour Oreos and peasants like y'all eat chocos. Somebody's in their own head. All right.
Those things are BK.
Current CGC encapsulation issues. Apparently, people are reporting on the CGC boards, and I got a message from Palm Beach Presser, who I had on my show a few weeks ago, that slabs that are usually are getting 9/8s and 9/6s are becoming warped inside the well. This is causing the inner well of the comic, the plastic, to curl up in a U shape and have both ends touch the front of the case, and the back end is hitting the back of the case, which is causing stuff like, if you can see right there in the middle. I will bring up some photos.
Little crease there.
What book was this? Was it 9/8 this book?
I believe it was a 9/8.
If I see two, it's two.
I know now.
It's two.
Then
it's introducing, and then down there.
Actually, let me find it. Where is it? God damn it! I had it all set up. Dom threw me off.
And we're more organized than SNS, man. What are you talking about? Come on.
Oh. Wow.
I'm starting to believe that.
In the meantime, I disavow any comments made by.
Yes.
Bring it up.
Stop slapping around your books too.
All right. So here is some pictures that Palm Beach Presser sent me earlier today, that this problem happened. As you can see right here on the left.
But you sure? Let me ask you a question. Is it a 9/6? But wouldn't that be a 9/6 book anyway? With those stress.
With these stress marks? No.
Yeah. No.
Not when they start color breaking.
Yeah.
No.
Is he the only one who's saying this?
No, I got to find the original post.
I'm just wondering if there's like people who he's pressed for are coming back and saying, "Hey, this is happening in my lab."
No, this has actually been going on since May. Once I show you the pictures, I'll bring up the board. Let's see. Make sure I have. I don't want to do that. Paste. All right. So, and then we have this next picture. As you can see, this is a 9/8. Amazing Spider-Man 607. As you can see, that spine, deep spine tick, color breaking.
That sucks.
Right there.
Damn.
Otherwise, a beautiful book, and it ruined. Apparently, he said that CGC is aware of this problem, but have not addressed it. And then this right here.
That sucks, man, because if you really think about it, right there, you know, are they going to reimburse? Are they going to reimburse people's books?
Not until it becomes a big enough problem and people start talking about it. As you know, that's the way it happens with CGC.
Well, so like this, like is it like a batch? Can you see if the numbers are close to each other in the CGC numbers? Like if there's a batch of these, so like.
I wonder if they had a material change or a different vendor for
right. Well, that's what
something.
Well, this I was gonna crack open one of my slabs. I forgot what slab it was, and I stopped myself from cracking it open because I had
because Marco told you not to.
A color, no, not that one. A color break, spine tick in the middle. I was like, what the hell? It was a 9/4 or 9/6 or whatever it was.
Yeah. Do you have that side view where it's bowed that you had before?
I will bring it up now.
Because that's how you can kind of see how this is, I think, happening more.
Yeah, straight on is kind of. I get it, but.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I it would be nice. We say that every time there's some CGC catastrophe that CBCS is getting new
They never do. They never do.
They never do. I don't understand it.
All right, here we go. If you can see it, right? See the way the wait, let me see if I get it better. Oh, it was a 9.4. Sorry.
9.4. So that's what I know.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, it's got a nice curvature.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
that's a big curvature.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. It's the new plastic they're using, right? The new
must be the insert plastic that they're in there.
Yeah, it's the insert plastic.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of years ago it was the Newton ring. Now we got this problem. You know, and
have you seen
I never gave a shit about Newton.
You know, see, PSA comes in the right time. He's right.
And these posts are from June. Yeah, these are from June. And if you go, let me see.
That explains the squash.
The first one was May 14th.
Yeah. The dishes.
And look at this, a 9.8.
First appearance of Styx.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then right there.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, if you got a big light in the middle.
Yeah. It could be another spine tick there too.
I can't even see. Oh, I see now.
It's like an entity. It's like a little spiritual entity right there, just blocking the thing with you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they resolve something. I mean, if they didn't have the problem they had before,
you see it, the way the book is bent up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they didn't have that problem they had before with people swapping books,
yeah, I think the new cases has impacted this.
Well, I mean, if you if you didn't have that problem in the past with the swapping books issue, people are going to see books that is like a 9.8 and there's going to be ticks on it, and they're like, "Why the hell is this a 9.8? Yep. Is this really the book that was graded?" And I don't know, it's unfortunate.
See, that's the other thing too. You're right. It could cause a lot of controversy. People bring their books in saying, wait, this is not the book I brought in." So,
you know, and if you look at it,
that goes on anyways, because
I guess this guy sent this in for a reholder or something, and then it came back like that.
Oof.
That is not pleasant.
That's not good.
Yeah, then right, you can see the way it's bent up.
Yeah, this one's not as pronounced, but
yeah, and it's been going on for months.
I mean, hopefully they address it in some. I mean, but what can they do? I mean,
where PSA is going to come in and be a better company.
And we got CGC Mike saying, going forward, please contact our customer service team. They will assist you with this. I was trying to see if anybody has any 11 pages of 16 pages. August 2nd. People are still getting it. August 3rd. Now they're making a bounce.
Like that little rubber band.
Oh, 21 pages. 21 pages of this nonsense. And CGC has yet to address it, make an announcement. See, CGC people are making videos, I guess.
I'm surprised if this has been going on as long as it has. It hasn't. Normally, these things really bubble up fast, and then there's 40 rage streams about it.
The rage streams are coming, I'm assuming, after tonight. This guy said, I had a latest pre-screen submission, August 13th. 23 out of 25 in submission, hit 9.8. All 23 books had the bin inside the case.
Wow, 23.
20 of 23 books were clean copies, no ticks, and they look perfect, so no damage done. 3 books had very small spine ticks that I knew that were there. 1 book had a tick close to the spine, and the bin did nothing to make it show more exactly should. This is ridiculous.
It sucks.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to start looking at their distributor, who they're buying it from, and
because 35 pages of this, and it's still,
because like you said, if they made a change because of that book swapping incidents we've had, I mean, there you go. Oh, a quantum leap.
Oh, look at this.
Oh man.
Well, from what I'm getting,
That's such a horrible cover.
From what I'm understanding, these books they come back looking fine, and then they warp after a little bit of time.
Damn.
So they may look great when you unbox them, but if you go back and look at them later, they'll have spine ticks and damage.
I wonder if they're shrinking after heat.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
this guy got. Jeez, this is just ridiculous. I don't know what. Imagine sending in a freaking 9.6 Hulk or 181 or another big key, and you get a 9.6, and then a few months later you go to look at the book, and it has a huge color breaking spine crease like that, and who would want to buy something like that? Who would want to buy that?
Well, I mean, a lot of people say, well, it's already in there with a 9.6 on it, so it's a 9.6. But people do look at the presentability of a book when they're buying, especially a big boy book.
Mm-hmm.
You can have, not all 9.6s and 9.8s are equal when you're looking at them.
So that was it for the news. I might as well do the giveaway while we're here.
Yeah. How many you got?
Just only got one giveaway.
No, but how many
people?
Oh, let me bring it up.
16 before. How many you got now?
18.
Oh, went up 2 in 2 hours.
Unfortunately, Emery Randall wasn't around long enough to enter because he shit himself.
So if the person's not here, you have a few seconds to answer here. If not, I'll move on. So, and the winner of tonight's giveaway. There we go.
Damien.
Oh, BK. There you go. That is perfect. That's sweet justice.
BK.
Right there.
There you go, BK.
Sweet justice.
BK, I got your info. I'll mail it out. It was rigged. Rigged, I say.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Serious.
Congrats, BK.
Congrats. Any more? That's it. No.
It's 2 stories. Apparently, skinny jeans are making a comeback, which I don't really care about, but it made me feel excessively old because I remember, which felt like not that long ago, skinny jeans started to be a thing.
Yep.
And then they weren't a thing, and now they're a thing again. Yeah. So I guess we're at that age where we're seeing trends go in and out and in and out and in and out. And they're referring to the retro trend of skinny jeans. Wasn't that just like 7 years ago, 6 years ago?
You know what's the sad thing and scary thing about skinny jeans? That people who shouldn't be wearing them wear them.
Yeah, I mean, if you like moose knuckle and smuggling plums.
Oh my God!
Good for
the people who have the big bellies. They have the big bellies, and they freaking wear jeans. It's like why they wear a white beater, skinny jeans, and their stomach sticking out. And they
my boys need to breathe. I can't wear any of that skinny shit.
Right?
I'll wear bell bottoms. I don't care. Bell bottoms are cool. It goes back.
Yeah, but I just thought it was funny because I was like, they were referring it to a retro trend, and I was like, but it wasn't that many years ago.
No,
like, are trends flipping that fast? But that was interesting. And next on the list, I did have a model was caught on camera leaving a surprise in the supermarket. Yeah, apparently she takes her panties off and tosses them in the supermarket aisle.
She leaves it right there. So yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And I went there, grabbed them, and went.
The musk. So I guess my question would be, what's the grossest thing you've seen in a supermarket?
You know, the grossest thing I've seen in a supermarket? I seen a dude like take his finger and put it inside the meat. Like, you know, you poke at the meat and breaking the finger. It's like, what the hell, man? I'm like,
I've seen people take their finger and break the plastic and smell the meat before they buy it.
No, I see I've seen people press the meat, break the thing, and just take it, and then start licking his finger, and it poked a hole in their meat. I'm like, son of a bitch.
What kind of supermarket are you going to?
Fucking guys,
New York City supermarket.
When I was in college, we had a place near us.
Dom is a Karen.
That used to cater to the mining community that was out there, and it was something close to what one would imagine where the Hills Have Eyes go shopping.
Ew.
It was similar to a shanty town. And every building was kind of ramshackled and kind of cobbled together into this weird little community of buildings, all owned by the same company. But they had a cafeteria, a sporting goods store, stuff like that. But everything, even including the building materials, were all secondhand. The supermarket had the doors from the old mall that went out of business on the front of the supermarket. The grossest thing in there is when they would have meat, and they still had wooden floors in there as well. When they would bring out the meat, you would just have the butcher come back, and he would just have a shopping cart that was just packed with meat, and the whole place smelled like bad meat to begin with. And people would just swarm to this subpar meat. It was the grossest thing that I've seen. It was pretty awful.
Circus grade sounds like.
Yeah, that sounds gross.
They had all the best off brands. It was the only place where I've ever found Mitsubishi tuna before.
What?
Yes, it's called three diamond tuna. It is made by the Mitsubishi Corporation.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Sounds like it's Dharma brand.
Yes. And the checkout did not have scanners. Everything was manually punched in.
No.
So checking out was quite a task. Yeah.
Damn.
They would actually have to ring everything up.
With their wooden cash registers.
No. They were somewhat newer cash registers, but still they had to punch everything in. Best cafeteria around though. They had 25-cent hot dogs, 50-cent hamburgers, and 25-cent fries. It was always fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you don't mind Giardia, it was fine. It's a good time. That is all I have tonight. You boys got anything?
Check out Kingdom of Nerds Friday on Sunday for your weekly FOC and weekly top 10 covers of of New Comic Book Day. So
there you go. Have you figured out what books we're reading this week?
What, really?
I guess I got to go on tonight and see what's out so I can make.
I'll look now while you're explaining what's going on, and I'll come up with something.
Excellent. So if you haven't subbed up, feel free to sub up.
I did want to show something.
Oh, God
damn it! I forgot. I'm sorry. I just want to show. Let me see. Load it up. No, it's going to be a overlay. So that's one. 2 books from FOC that are coming out for this weekly FOC. We have this.
Whoa.
It's a it's absolute power. It's a Perillo.
Perillo.
It's was it absolute? Did I close it? I did.
One of the absolute books.
Yeah, it's Super Sun. That's a one shot. And then we have a Superman 18 or 17, 18.
God, that would have had to have been the worst shit after that ever. Eating a whole jar of mayonnaise.
Oh
yeah, he's Zatanna.
Yeah, nice Zatanna cover. So
yeah, I'll buy it. It doesn't matter how shitty the covers are. If it has Zatanna on it, I'm gonna buy it and add it to the box. So,
add it to the box.
Yeah.
Hey, they just found the biggest diamond in over a century has been found in Botswana, 2,492 carats.
Jesus.
Yeah, they said it's like over 1 billion years old or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone buys lab grown fucking diamonds anymore. It's weird. I don't understand.
Crazy.
So yeah, if you haven't subbed up yet, Here's the buffet. Go check out Dom's IG feed so you can see him with all the celebs, anything FET related. That's your one-stop shop right there. Tomorrow night, the boys should be on SNS. I believe.
No Kyle this week.
No Kyle this week.
No Kyle this week.
I know he was out last week, but then popped on.
Yeah,
So.
he's in unknown places in the country.
Hanging out with other Kyles. But I'm sure they'll have a fun pack show nonetheless. I'm sure Matt will be there, and Sam and Styx. You on tomorrow night?
I should be on tomorrow. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always a fun Saturday night with those guys. Always fun. Sunday, get all your Star Wars news on Tales from the Dark Side. I don't know what news there is at this point with Star Wars, but I'm sure there's always something. When Wayseeker always digs something out that's from some deep reaches of Star Wars lore.
I'll tell you this: the books, the main line is coming to an end.
That is big.
Is actually coming out, which looks pretty good, man. I'm excited for that. Hopefully, the looks and the feel of the book is one thing. The reading, hopefully, is another. We'll see what happens. Hopefully,
you get a Ben Solo story.
Yeah, well, the whole fact is that the Halloween thing that's coming out, that book is already. It's an old comic that came out already. It's just a different cover.
No.
Yeah, it's that.
But I mean, things are gonna mix up soon. I think there's some new. Aren't there some? I think there's some new miniseries coming out as well. So I don't know. It's a weird time in Star Wars comics as they're finally ending some of those runs. And it'll be interesting to see which direction they go with that. Hopefully they I do not need another Vader run. I do not need Acolyte because they're just going to probably do what
they should have made.
There's the Kanaka one, which is a good idea.
They should have made a Vader six-part episode of Vader to end all Vader stuff.
We need more Vader stuff.
I'm just saying, but if they did a good series, a well-written series of Vader, and really did it good.
How many Vader series have they had?
I'd be happy with minis though for Vader because I like those 25 issues, the first 2 volumes. Those 25 issue runs, that was a good enough time to have a really nice arc and end it. This thing going on for 50 issues is just kind of like it's meanders all over the place.
Crazy stories, man.
Started off good.
And it's all canon too. You think about it, some of the crazy stories they have, and it's like this is canon to the regular Star Wars universe. It's just nuts. But we'll see what happens. You know,
I mean, I would love to see them just.
Thank you. Just make Star Killer. Yes.
But if they just did a few, short little minis with Vader, I think that would be good.
You know,
be able to tell just one story, and
what they should do is, those red, white, and blood. Issues, just do those for every character. Like do a Boba Fett.
They have been.
The problem is most of the stories in there have been so dog shit when they put them out.
Well, the Maul was pretty good. The Darth Maul.
Yeah, the Maul was decent.
I would be all for a what is it? Black, white, and blood with Chopper.
Yeah.
You see, they should dig more into the legend stuff based on some of the legend stuff, like 4-issue limit series and some of the legend stuff, and make like new stories. Like Star Killer, they could do a Star Killer story. They don't have to be part of the thing. Just make new comic books. People are interested in some of that stuff, like Dark Nautilus and a couple of other characters that normally won't come up in the regular continuity. Just I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they end up.
Well, we'll see what happens with the Acolyte. Like I said, we don't even know. Watch, Star Wars Celebration can turn around and be like, everybody thought that was canceled. We have a season 2 and season 3 in the works. And,
did they put out an actual statement at all?
No, never.
Nothing from Disney.
I don't know. Well, Degrassi said earlier in the show that Acolyte might be rebranded something else.
They might turn it to like High Republic or something like that.
That's why it's not getting an official second season, because they'll be rebranded to something else.
Right.
Because
we're gonna see if it doesn't, say if it didn't work, it kind of like messed up the fact that now they'll be freaking gun shy and doing anything else.
Because from what I understand, from Degrassi, they were actively looking for directors for a second season up until 3 weeks ago. So him saying that they're rebranding it kind of fits with.
Well, they would have to go back in time for it to be High Republic stuff.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. You know, the one thing I can honestly say, if the Grogu and Mando movie puts in Luke, Han, and Leia, it's going to take off. I'm telling you, they have to do that. They have to. They
don't have to.
Yeah, they do.
All they need to do is
why do you get this in your head?
Why they have to? Because that's what sells. The other shit doesn't. That's what people understand. You have a small demographic that likes all this other stuff compared to the overall fandom.
So we'll just keep remaking A New Hope every.
No, you don't keep making a remake. You got 30 years. You can make stories with these characters in them. This is what
the stories already exist. There's tons of stories
this is
within
what
the
people
comics.
want to see. They want to see. And look, a big mistake not having all three of them together in a movie. The big mistake is not making an animated series based on them. You could have that and build other things. You need things to you give the stuff to what the fans want, and then you can do other stuff.
Star Wars.
What?
All right. How did we get back on Star Wars?
I don't know, man. I'm just saying that if I ran Lucasfilm, man, believe me, that it'd be going great. It'd be going great.
Running to the ground.
Well, it's running into the ground now. What are you talking about?
It's not. Disney's not running into the ground. Stop.
Yes,
well, Disney is fine financially.
Disney isn't, but Lucasfilm is.
How do you figure? They just made 3 movies that made billions of dollars. I don't think.
But there was no story to it. No story to it, dude. You didn't have a story.
They care about story when money is.
That's the problem. That's the problem they run into. They have to think about.
That's what all companies do, Dom.
Yeah,
money is more important than pleasing one fan.
No, one fan. Are you kidding me? There's fucking more than one fan. The fans that want some of the garbage they're putting out is very small.
So the Grogu movie the Mandalorian Grogu movie will be a test to see if people will go out and see it or not. Because like I said before, anything Star Wars in a movie, people will go watch it no matter what.
Right. Well, I've always said these Disney Plus shows should lead into a movie anyway, no matter what the property is.
I think they should just stop making them and just make everybody wait 5 to 10 years for new movies.
We'll all be fucking dead.
This way it becomes more special.
Yeah.
This way Star Wars is more special. No more Star Wars shows. Just make movies every 4 to 5 years, and we'll be fine.
If they did
this way, we won't hear really every week.
I don't want to agree with Don, but if we wait too long, we will all be dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So it'll be for the next generation anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Screw them, we want it.
Next generation.
Yeah.
Give us about the next generation.
We're the selfish bastards that want it.
Exactly. Yeah, you are the selfish bastards holding on to a childhood.
Give me my
I want my Luke Leia on back. Wah. Try some more in your cereal.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody, tonight. Enjoy the slate of Rennavision shows. I believe Pete will be back next week for the Hot 10 and for TAC on Wednesday, and the Hot 10 on Friday, where you can get the CBSI Hot 10, which leads into us. So thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you all being here, and we will see you next. Hey, don't forget to dump those cartoon comic suggestions in the YouTube comments after. We will be having a part 2 of this, and if there's a property you want to see, I will make sure it gets in there. Thanks, everybody. Night.
The qualified. The qualified.